TV. Welcome to today's edition. Welcome to the show. Um, a lot to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about. But let's share the show as you join us. Today we are having an open mic. Um, Having been on the phone here with lots of political people, very interesting things are going on. But let's share the show as you join us, please. Share the show, please, and please share the show. Today we are having open mic. Open mic. Let's share the show, please. Um, um, let's share the show. We'll also be we'll also be hearing the guys from Liberal be joining us. Johnson Mayborn Kula will soon be joining us. I know you can wait to join the show, but I know I will join the show because today we're not sending in the link. Well, Seku's birthday. Let's not forget. Today, please. We're going to be making donations or whatever it is, however you want to term it. Those of you who couldn't contribute to him yesterday, feel free. The link, the Cash App, the link is there. We'll get to that in a moment here, but a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. Just a lot and a lot to discuss. Um, Again, very interesting things to talk about. But let's share the show, guys. Tomorrow we will definitely resume the polling for the vice presidency of Mr. Alexander Cummings. We'll resume that conversation. But let's share the show, please. Share the show, share the show, share the show. Melbourne, I'm about to send it to you. Sorry, I forgot to send it to you, my man. Now, what can happen when you enjoy too much and you forget about your friend and your friend do forget about you? So I forgot about Melbourne today. Because the man been enjoying too much. I wait in America, I got a man news about the man chilling. The Easter, yeah, what we looking at it, Melbourne and say you. And where you on chilling been in that for? Waiting for Easter Sunday tomorrow, waiting for the resurrection. So be well behaved, but they say you just chilling, my man. Anyways, let's share the show, guys. A lot of things to talk about. My man, you want to start Sunday? I don't want to be inside, bro. You want to start Sunday? I don't want to get in, bro. I beg you. If Bill Cousin guy, I beg you. Let's share the show, please. We're getting other news right now. It was good having the chief imam on yesterday. It was very good. We got a lot of good feedback from, even non-Christians who followed the show. Thank you so much. I'm not Muslim, I mean. It was very good. Let's share the show, guys, please. Sorry if you see me a little distracted here. I'm trying to get something situated here. Trying to get something situated here. Share the show, please. If you're not share the show, If you not share the show today, it will not be easy for you. Let's share the show, please. A lot of things to talk about. Let's share the show. Um, Today we'll be also giving our recommendations. You know, some of the things we've said it. We stand by it. We're not going to change them unless the situations have changed. I know many of you get tired of some of us. You get pissed off. Somebody text me and say, my man, you had to deal with that politics yet. Politics, you gotta be fluid, gotta be flexible. I say, okay, no problem. I said, Chief, no problem. Chief Bossman, Chief, no problem. No wala. We're not flexible all year. But we've been celebrating the birthday with my people, your Kale Wale show. Your Kale Wale college show. Okay. Your father, even CD and sharing the shows is a good thing. You share the show. CD and sharing the show too. What didn't happen now? CD and another sharing the show. CD and sharing the show. You ain't sharing the show? Oh, yo. You ain't sharing the show. What are your problems there? Yeah, share the show, please. Okay. I think I'm all set with what I was doing here. Oh, yeah, let's share the show. I'm begging you, please. In other news, there's a Chelsea fought inside today again. Even though they brought a new coach, Frank Lampard, but I saw scan in my palace on again. Yeah, let's share the show. Open mic today. We got a lot to talk about. Tomorrow we'll resume. Let's share the show, guys. I'm begging you, y'all help us share the show. What do you know? So to share the show again, we might create World War II for your share show. What are your problems there? All the Google put on the show, what happened now? Just share the show now. Just share the show, man. This sharing show been here again with my fast and pray. Give me a second here. We're almost there. Today we'll be discussing just a lot of different things, as always. But just give you a minute. Let's share the show. Let's share the show. So yes, in other news, really quick, I didn't watch the game, but I heard the flawed Chelsea. My cousin watching it, he will get very with me because he's a strong Chelsea fan. Yeah, happy resurrection day too. What didn't happen? Happy resurrection day to all of us. Yay. Okay. So welcome to all of you. Share the show. Welcome. Let's share the show. Welcome. There has been a lot of conversation back and forth. There has been a lot of things going on. Most recently, I listened to a recording from the Spoon Talk where they had E. Remy Gray on. And I think Muna was on there as well. Muna Fahad from the ANC. I listened to them talk. We'll give our view on it. Again, we just stay hold of now. Party leader, then we're not in the party will make the final decision. What else? The CDC said they're signing a six parties coalition today in other news. So what did they do on February 4th? How many parties they signed? They lied to you on February 4th, level 2. Yes, they did. They did. The CDC signed by itself. But interestingly also, it seemed as though, and I stand to be corrected, it seemed as though phone can finish. Interestingly, it seemed as though the same CDC went to these few days, last week, Tuesday, to the Farmington Agreement. We got to double check on how everyone signed, who signed as what, because that's important. That's important to know, because there are some people that are claiming that they're in coalition, they're forming coalitions or whatever it is. So think about it, we're getting to it in a little bit here, but just in other news, if you did not sign as a coalition and you sign by yourself, you can say all in your mouth around here that you're a coalition. You are not a coalition. You are not. You are not a coalition. So how did they sign? How did the CPP sign? Did Mr. Alexander P. Cummings sign as ANC or they signed as CPP? That's something that I need to be thinking about. I see some of my friends are already coming on. Don't worry about your ANC, my friend. Samuel, you late, man. I still hold on. I can talk about all the party that you know. I don't know, man. I still hold on all the party that, brother. You slow. So even the party that you don't want me to talk about, is that a party? I still hold on in that party. CDC. I still hold on in CDC. Yeah. I am still holding on in CDC. I'm still holding on in the party. Liberty Party. You think how I can know what ain't happening, what ain't going on? How I can know? But anyways, the war in Israel, the launching and everything seem to be escalating in other news. So, guys, please, Sekou will be on as part of the show today. I know many of you could not make it yesterday. As part of the show today, Sekou's birthday, we want to celebrate Sekou's birthdays. Please show Sekou some love. Okay. Joseph Moluba, thank you for the information. If they signed, and Joseph Moluba, that's some of the points we're going to get to later on. If they signed, both the ANC and the Liberty Party signed as CPP, then that means the case at the Supreme Court is dead upon arrival. You don't believe them? Don't have a case. We'll talk about these things. It's important to put some of these things in context. And we know what we are saying. Trust that. Trust that we know what we're saying. And if the CDC signed by herself, that means they lie on February 4th. There is no correlation. And if the United Party signed by herself, that means since they left the CPP about a year ago, they said they were going to form a bigger coalition, a better coalition. They lied. They have not been able to form anything. That means, by extension, the only coalition that we have and we know about by public record, and I stand to be corrected, please correct me, as of today, would be the CPP. That means the propaganda propagated by both United Party and some of Joseph Human Boakai support us. And the CDC, that the CPP is dead, there is no CPP, it's not true. And we told you before. When we say, they say we Cummins people, we ANC people, we this people, Cummins pay us, that person pay us. But these are facts. These are facts. These are facts. They're not my facts. They're not Seku's facts. They're not anybody's facts. These are just the facts that are to neck, that are even recognized internationally, because the people who came to witness the signatures or the signings are not necessarily restricted to Liberians. They're international people. Okay. We lie again. I guess we lying again, or we here making a case for Cummins when these are all facts. But we'll also use the opportunity to have a conversation about why the ANC is only stuck with the Liberty Party. Why haven't the CPP hasn't moved to getting other parties on board? What's going on? What are the ANC members, leaders, Mr. Cummins, people in charge, what are they doing? Why are they stalled? Why aren't they making any strides? Why was this abrupt resurfacing of the conversation of Cummins going with Boakai as VP and this thing coming back? Why is it coming back? Why was E. Remy Gray on Spoon Talk making the assertion that he made, knowing that he is a supporter of Cummins? You know, somebody said to me, oh, don't call people me, don't do what. If I know the person, I will call the person me. And I can't say, Paul, the thing I'm saying that too. I want the only person that can call. I don't come behind that funny thing. Oh, no, I'm not throwing no jobs. I keep it 100%. The thing I will say, I stand by it. And the recordings, all of you have it. It is a statement that E. Remy Gray made. What it means. E. Remy Gray, I don't tell anybody. E. Remy Gray, that's somebody that I meet face to face. He's cool. Let me put it that way. He's cool. Nothing against him. But some of these things we gotta address it. I come in support of. If he would say that, and you got Stanton Witherspoon has deployed his speaking there, and the talking in all chat room, CDC, United Party, everybody else playing it all around. There is a coordinated effort here that you don't understand. There is a psychology to this entire conversation. And we'll talk about it. We don't want to discuss the issue now. We can discuss everything. Because we're stakeholders. Yep, me. I stakeholder in all the parties. Anyways, today's April 8th, 2023. The time check here is 11:29 in Arizona. It's very nice outside. It's not as hot as people claim. It's cool. It's very, very cool. Let's be honest. Very nice. The weather is very nice. I want to welcome those of you following us from Liberia. We'll be joined here very soon by Seku and also Newborn. We'll be joined by them. The conversation will get a little spicy. My man Martin, and I'm promoting Kume Jando. I'm not promoting Boakai Jando. That just we just holding all of them accountable, Papa. Yeah, I'm telling the truth, my man. Oh, nobody Jando. I'm telling you, everything we do here is free pro bono for the Liberian people. Let me tell you today, free. Even some are all taking the risk to support rescue too. Pro bono, chief. So I mean, I'm not promoting Boakai. Today we tell some of you that think that we hate Boakai. We tell you some of the things that we've done for the Unity Party. We'll tell you today. So you can know. We'll tell you some of the things we've done for the United Party. And some of you take it to be something that we're attacking Baka, we're attacking the UP. Oh, yeah, the UP. Don't mention that ANC station with the UP. No, we're not in the UP. We just let us say the truth. And it be left for people how they want to take it. Even some of our men will call them out about some of the things that they've done or they are doing. We're not calling you out because we hate you. How better supposed to be. If all want the same thing and want change, then we can't afford for people to be playing games. No. If all want change, that's good. We can't be inconsistent, flip-flopping. Yeah, flip-flopping. Today, stand on bar. But when you're rolling away and eating your money in a bar, I mean, which one is which? So that's it. And some of our position and not change some we on Facebook. We stand with the same thing we stood for. And we'll continue to stand for it, like it or not. But anyways, that's a side point, my people. Today is Sekou birthday. Again, we'll be chipping in Sekou birthday. Please make any donation to Sekou. Sekou will be joining us very soon. Sekou's birthday was yesterday. Many of you were now on. So today, for the show, please, let me tell you something today. The thing we're doing how? Let me tell you the truth. It not only high, very risky. Let me tell you the truth. There are some things now that I used to do, I can't do it again. Just because I got myself involved with this. I'm very serious. There are some places I can't go at a certain time. I can't collaborate freely and work freely the way I used to work again. It can't happen. It just can't happen. Labrador used to be outside 1 in the morning, whether that, because I stay on America time, whether that roasted corn, the other one, or just chilling with the boys out, hearing from some of these dogos and having conversations with them. By then, I was not involved with these things. But now, if I do go back, I can't do that. I'll be putting some risk to myself. Not only that, people are watching us. Some of you don't even know surveillances and other things. You got to keep your movement tight. Keep your own space. Know what you're doing. Who to the point that even when I go out to events in Arizona, I'm very careful where I sit, what I do, who's around me, all of these things. So it's a lot. We make a lot of sacrifices. But again, this is the path we've chosen because we had to step in at some point, people. When the good people sit down and do nothing, the bad people will take over. And we can't sit and allow the way this airspace was getting infiltrated by a bunch of, when I say they get there, I mean, social crooks, unserious young people, unstable. You can't trust them. They come around, they just exploit you. Everything is about what they would get, how they would benefit. They make deals here, they make deals there, they make deals there. It's troublesome. And some of us side will say, yeah, we have to get involved. We know the risk that it poses, or that it poses. We have to get involved. And that's why we're here today. And that's why we're not afraid to call on anybody and call on me. Yeah, I can tell you this for a fact. It's a good thing. Even those who don't like us, they can watch the show from distance. They can watch it. They love it. They love the show. Even our friend who can call us, they love the show. They can't miss a show. They can't miss a show. Many of them watching from distance, from the president, the oppositions, the Costa group, the other group, that other group. They can watch the show. Don't let nobody fool you. All of them can watch the show. They are glued to the show. Let me tell you today, they can watch the show. Yes, they can watch the show. Some of them can have the audacity to watch the show on fake names. It's okay. Some of them can watch the show when we are done. Some of them are watching the show right now, they're following the play by play. Yes, it's a good thing, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. And me, if I go on anybody's show, I can make sure I click on it for you to know I'm on your show. In fact, I can say hello everyone, so you can know I'm there. Yesterday, I got busy. I tried to go on the closing argument. I clicked in. I was about to write, but then I got busy. I got busy. So I couldn't write. And I got a phone call. So I had to get on the phone call really quick. So I didn't. But the next time I show on the closing argument, I will write there and let them know I'm there. The class real low. I plan to show up there. I've seen snippets here and there after the show. Sometimes I'll see it coming, but I don't, I like to be watching it live and make you know that I'm there. So whether you recognize me or not, now issue to me. I'm not there for you to recognize me out there because I won't be there. So we can be there. We can watch a show. Any other time, Sekou had to go watch a closing argument, and he said he had to turn the show off to go watch a closing argument. And we're respecting other people's own time unless we're really running late. The spoon talk. I can watch a spoon talk. They know. I used to write, act there a lot, but I stopped, acting. So what I'm saying in essence is, this is again nobody, but we're not stopping. Just know that we're rejuvenated. We're ready. We are. But anyways, as always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. The Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth. Yes, happy birthday to Sekou. You must make sure Sekou coming on. Sekou will give me the play-by-play description on that cash I'm working on it. If y'all can go on other people that who talking funny things into y'all. The birthday then come. You can be all bouncing. If you play that traffic here today, watching you. You play that traffic here today. No, you play that traffic. You're looking at you. You play that traffic. And until you get brave, man, you play that traffic. Today, today for you play that traffic. We don't get problem. You play that traffic. No, but on some rare note. They're not play traffic, my people. They're not play traffic. Yes, I used to watch Prophet Key show promote Demon. I think when he initially started, I called on, I think, a couple of times. It's just that the scheduling now don't really allow me to, based on my schedule now, at that time I'm either in meetings or so forth. And sometimes that's why you can even see me when I come on the show, the time I can come on. Sometimes I'm in the car or I'm in the office or whatever. But most of the, the time during the day, that time I'm really in meetings. So yes. Oh yes. We don't want to watch a show then. What thing happen? That means I'll be pretending. I go watch show then I go hide myself. For what? I don't know criminal to go watch show then I hide myself I'm scared. Or because I criticize somebody so I can go watch a show. No. I can criticize you or watch a show. And if you are saying something that not true, I will be ready. I will correct you. J. Randy Dapple. He tried to attack me on a show. I wrote on a show. I said, I don't know what CDC getting in. But if it happen, man, bring it to me. Right on a show. I said, if he made him, put me on a show. So I can debunk him. That means he'll be a threat. And I'm on that thing. I can go on your show. And if you try, you bring me on, I would debunk what you are saying. We have the conversation on what thing. You think I on fake level where I can go on for a show. Me, I can go there, I can lead, I can read there. That big, yeah. I'm afraid I can go on for a show. I can go on show. In fact, I don't even big self to say I can go on show. It's just that the Costa show, the time they can be on, I can be sleeping. The time in Arizona, the time different, I can be sleeping. And there ain't no way in heaven I'm getting up at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning to go on Costa show. No, that ain't going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. Unless maybe I'm invited there as a guest. Then that's a different thing. I can schedule myself. But to just watch a show, no. I don't want to watch it. So yeah, we can watch a different show, my people. But anyways, my people, please. The only show that I told the person I wouldn't go on a show because it's one of my friends and I was clear. if everybody else will come on the show and show their face, and you allow certain people to come on and refuse to show their face, then you might as well turn the show off. Because the other people who come in their life not better than other people. Nobody in life in plastic bag. Oh, they don't want to see their face or their faces, but they're making case or cases for the wrong thing or the wrong people. And doing people supporting people who are doing evil. They say, oh, and I don't want to show my face because we're opposition and take over tomorrow. Oh, so they can't recognize them. Oh, your life better than my life. So I told that person, I said, the day you allow people to, they must show their face. Yeah, if they show their face, well, then anyway, please visit the cat. Birthday, no, where you been? Since Costa declared his wish to run over Jeremiah Wapo to be vice president, I don't see you birthday, no. He used to be calling the show all day. Costa declared that he run away. I want for you to come, can't tell me where you stand with it. But anyway, here today you will tell because I my question for you. So Brad didn't know that. Hey, Brad didn't know about one of the fun of the show. Brad didn't know that big stakeholder in the show in SKTV. Brad didn't know. Let me tell you today. Brad didn't know that one of the biggest stakeholders in SKTV. Brad didn't know. Let me tell you. Even though he can get a hard time, he can run away from her, he can come back. They show that Brad didn't know their show yet. I can tell them whether he support Jeremiah Wapo, he support Costa, he support Joseph Boakao, Benena Yu, Brad didn't know that stakeholder in the show, original stakeholder. I'm not talking about y'all who just come in, y'all fool. I'm talking about real stakeholder, original stakeholder there. That Brad didn't know. I trust Brad didn't know from the one in been yet. Yep. But anyway, he will answer our question today. Yeah, he'll call. He might get called. I think he can call. He can call. He deal with all. Yeah. Or I'm a change it. For the time Telvi been busy, she ain't come on the show. Brad didn't know that Telvi been able to come on the show 5-4. Oh, I just joking, Brad. Nobody wanna put Brad didn't sit with him again, you know. Anyways, you better go sleep, Rebecca. Because any attempt, you already know me. I don't play games. I don't respond proportionally to constitutions and to seditions. Yeah, no. We don't play like that on here. Anyways, today's second birthday, my people. Let's share the show, please. Let's share the show. You come here, you cool, we cool. You nice, we nice. You cross line, well, we'll put you by in line. It is what it is. Whether you want more, you may. Like, yeah, we don't play games. Nope. But I say good birthday today. I want to invite all of that. You know, one of my boys, kids, he wrote on here, Steve, you. I've been knowing from way before Facebook did, 2009, 2010. Count Facebook, you want to get comfortable with me. I look at him for a lot. Saying warning 1 or 2 times. He didn't want to listen to the warning when I heard of it. Before you make man, some money I saying for parking. I blacking. Before I blacking, I may know that I blacking. Oh, my man, you black me or whatever. I say, you above the law. You're not above no law. You follow instruction, you'll be good. You don't follow instruction, I will back you. And you will not do nothing. You won't say hello to me again. Keep it moving. Every day I'm making new friend anyway. Yeah. Anyways, my prayer, let's share the show. We're expecting Sekou any moment for now. Any moment. Y'all forgot what they have a birthday thing here. Y'all make sure the birthday you show love to Sekou, please. Me pa, I'm not asking for birthday thing, but I'm begging you, y'all show love to Sekou. I'm begging you, please. Please. I'm begging you, let's show love to Sekou today. Anything you get, show love to Sekou. Please. Today birthday, you don't make me shame now. That day myself will be chilling, reading my Bible and waiting for Jesus to get up tomorrow. But then I did the whole church building and then I yell with you. You don't make me shame again. Yeah. I mean, people can't say I get shot more. I straight. I don't play. Anyways, let's get to the musical break. When we get back, we're getting straight into the conversations. Please, my people, I'll ask Sekou will be joining us soon to come on here. Sekou had a birthday man, so we gotta do what we gotta do. Sekou is the birthday man. We gotta do what we gotta do. Please. Let's share the show. When we get back, we get straight into the conversations. Please, thank you and thank you.
You don't even know my story. You don't even know your story, oh yeah. Oh yeah, you know on the beat, I be a loca. So mora. You post a new car on Facebook, but I so la la. You working pattern, loving and acting jealous, say you photo. My advice for you in my way I gotta confess, confession. You gotta confess, you must have the impression. Enjoyment, got your blessing. Enjoyment, no more stressing. Enjoyment, got your blessing. Enjoyment, no more stressing.
It's never gonna be another man trash, just another man treasure. Another man fool, was another man poison. Got your code, according to your measurement. Got your code, according to your measurement. The player ain't chemist, now they play you for it. Just because of impression, impression, fake impression, impression, yeah. You don't even know my story, or you want to share my glory, oh yeah. Hey, baby, you my way, oh way, oh, Zangale. Hey, baby, you my way, oh way, oh, Zangale. Hey, baby, touch you my way, oh way, oh.
Enjoyment, got your blessing. Enjoyment, no more stressing. Enjoyment, got your blessing. Enjoyment, no more stressing. Jeje, they have on you driving nothing to keke. This a ballin'. They think that we talking, they must stay right here. Stop sporting man.
Okay, let's run through some names really quick here before we get started so that you are acknowledged. And thank you for following us as always. Demetro, welcome to the show. Milborn Kula Johnson, welcome. Go, welcome to the show. Lai Fofana, welcome to the show. Martin, welcome to the show. Bill Carlson, welcome to the show. AB Jabate, welcome to the show. King Hanel Flomo of Judah, welcome to the show. Marie Pratt, welcome to the show. Haji versus Original, welcome to the show. Timothy Nan, welcome to the show. Elder James C. Bly, welcome to the show. Nada Dakina, welcome to the show. Let's go through this really quick here. Naomi, welcome to the show. Brazilian Monk, my man, what's up, bro? We'll catch up. I missed your stuff, bro. I missed your call. My bad. I'll call you back. Beverly. Oh, Beverly Pajibo, you finally get it. Sunshine, you finally get it. The page bago. Wow. Welcome to the show, Sunshine. What's up? Yvonne, welcome to the show. Joseph Kanto, welcome to the show. Africanus Nathan, welcome to the show. Rosalind Dix, welcome to the show. Orita Sina, welcome to the show. Lasana Kane, welcome to the show. Samuel Holmes, welcome to the show. Joseph Molba, welcome to the show. What else? Alice Siako, welcome to the show. Let me skip. Agnes, is that Agnes or Angie? Agnes, welcome to the show. I get confused about pronunciation of those names. Ali, welcome to the show. Josia, welcome to the show. Let's see. Let's see here. Some of these names I've called already. Dear Sando, welcome to the show. Diaby Zulu, welcome to the show. EU Baron, welcome to the show. Let's see. Prince, welcome to the show. Sapphire, welcome to the show, Sir. What's up? Samara Pratt, welcome to the show. Who's that? Musu Masale, welcome to the show. We said, welcome to the show. Thon, welcome to the show. Julius, welcome to the show. Toby, welcome to the show. Degain, welcome to the show. Is that Planet? Welcome to the show. Julius. Deccan T, what's up, sister? Welcome to the show, sister. Burton One, welcome to the show. Burton One, what's going on? Rebecca Ennis, welcome to the show. Henry Wanning, welcome to the show. Who there? Evangeline, welcome to the show. Marula, welcome to the show. Let's see, Ruth, welcome to the show. Okay, we're going down to finish up. Alex Nimla, welcome to the show. We're almost done here. Coretta, welcome to the show. Masakane, welcome to the show. Ibrahim, welcome to the show. Talenton, my man will hold you in contempt. I've been telling the man that we got to revisit the brother who will hold you in contempt, bro. What? You're not checking in your hijack. When noise can don't say, don't blink also. The brother who moving, you're not checking in your with the fine you get, my man, that 1 year fine. You know, easy that's more money you can pay. Joe, welcome to the show. Siata Thompson, welcome to the show. I'm pronouncing Roof. I pronounce your name. Don't see. I beg you, yeah. Don't put me in situation I can handle, yo. Samuel, welcome to the show. Linda, welcome to the show. Amarasi said, welcome to the show. Tonwell, welcome to the show. All right. Wonderful. Well, let's kick start with the ANC, the CPP. Let's kick start with it. And we would like to revisit something really quick here. That is, on last Tuesday, there seemed to have been a signing of a document. Interestingly, from the signing of those documents or that document, emerge some interesting things. Very, very interesting that I thought we can look into. It caught my attention. One of the things that came up from that or from the signing of those documents include, but it's not limited to an accusation that was made by Reginald B. Goodrich Sr., the standard bearer of Rainbow Alliance. He alerts or asserts that, or alleges that President George Weah verbally assaulted him. Let's pump the brakes. We are not here to say he is truth or it's not truth. It's an allegation that was made. And he went public about it. And it would interest you to know that Reginald Goodrich and President George Weah do have a history. Yes, they have a history. They do, unfortunately. And you know, because like I've always said to you, in my style of presentation, I like to add like Rachel Maddow from MSNBC. I do. I like to tell a story. And many of you might not know the story because you are either young, see how our faces can fool some of you, or you were not involved with politics, you had no clue, or you were either in exile, rather in a survival mood than paying attention to anything that had to do with politics in Liberia. But here's the story. Let me run you through it really quick. Reginald Goodrich comes from the NPP party. Yes. Today, he's the standard bearer for Rainbow Alliance. But before then, he was with NPP. And many of you are saying, well, NPP and President George, we are in collaboration. Why should this be a problem? Why there is a problem? There is a problem. You would recall, some of you, that the first person to ever tell the Liberian people openly that President George Weah had his eyes on the Liberian presidency was former President Charles Taylor. Whether you like him or not, it's just the fact of the matter. That's history. Long story short, how did George Weah get connected with Reginald Goodrich? Reginald Goodrich was the press secretary at the time for Charles Taylor. Yes. So Reginald Goodrich has been around. He has been around. It's serious. This is what this meeting brought up. Part of the reason meeting brought up. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. But long before that, it seemed as though, as all of us would recall, President George Weah did not take too kindly, according to him, to how he was treated by Reginald Goodrich. As evidenced by that, even if we were not there, these are part of the substantiated claim that was made by Reginald Goodrich to give us an insight about what happened or what might have transpired when there was no Facebook, when there was no camera at that time to pick up the incidents and the accusations. Listen to what Reginald Goodrich said. This is part of his claim. Everything I'm going to be reading here so far will be in quotation. So let's start really quick. I will try to run through it really quick. Quote. About 3 p.m. on Tuesday, April 4th, 2023, following a signing of the revised Farmington River Declaration at the Farmington Hotel, I was approached in an aggressive manner by the president of Liberia, Mr. George Manuel Weah. He said to me, and I quote, "Goodrich, you are enjoying democracy in Liberia." I was surprised by the question and loss of words. Listen to them. I moved away from the president. He approached me again and repeated the question several times. "Goodrich, I say, ain't you enjoying democracy in Liberia?" Before I could find an answer, he said to me, "Look at you. You are a rogue. You stole my car and you burned down my house." I responded to the president that what he said was a lie. And there was an intense exchange of words between us. Goodrich's assertion. That could be part of the story. Think about this. They go to Farmington Hotel so that all the political parties can sign and say there will be peace during the election. There will be no problem. Goodrich goes a little further. He doesn't just make the claim. This is what he says. The president made these false allegations in an angry tone, surrounded by his bodyguards. And listen, in the presence of his wife. So these are the witnesses Mr. Goodrich is pointing out that heard the exchange or that were present for the exchange. Now listen to this. In the presence of his wife, Ms. Claire Weah, Honorable Listening F. Kamara, political leader of the All Liberia Coalition, the ICO, and Reverend David Kemu, political leader of the Democratic People's Party of Liberia, the DPPL, and others who I cannot easily identify. So Goodrich identifies witnesses to this effect. But let's go back to something interesting first before we move any further. In 2018, especially January, Goodrich was approached by the IP News about a victory or when CDC won the election in 2017. This is the interaction exchange I want you to listen to. I will be reading and I'll put quotations on everything that I'm reading here. Let me just read it really quick. Former Information Minister and now Chairman of the Chewy Party, Reginald B. Goodrich Sr., have termed recent victory by the opposition coalition for democratic change as a resounding victory for democracy in Liberia. Pay attention. The communication expert stated that a victory of the CDC sets a new dynamics in the political landscape of the country, which had long been predicted by political pundits. This is a direct quote from him. The resounding victory of a coalition for democratic change on December 26, 2017, set a new dynamic in the Liberia democracy that the most careful political pundit could not have predicted, the communication expert said. He added that a victory of CDC begin evident by the fallout from the drawn-out legal challenges of the first round results of the poll held on October 10, 2017. Even though the writings of an eminent CDC victory was on the wall. Goodrich, although the writing was on the wall from the result of October 10 polls, the fallout from the drawn-out legal challenges to those results may have blurred the rational calculations of an eventual CDC victory. Why did I take you to this? I took you to that because I wanted you to understand where Goodrich stood when it came to CDC's victory. Goodrich thought it was a good thing for the CDC. He felt it was a good thing for the CDC. Today, Goodrich and President George Weah will be headed to court because Goodrich is suing President George Weah for a couple of millions. I know some of you are saying, they're going nowhere. Okay. Let me remind you of something quick and we'll get to the ANC. I want for you to think about this. And I will be careful about how I say this. Under our laws in Liberia, under most laws and constitutions, the president while in office is immune for any kind of lawsuit. So that means, in other words, the president can cause any trouble right now. As long as the president, you can sue him, he can go nowhere. I don't care what kind of crime he ain't go nowhere. But after he becomes president, after his presidency or after his term, a different ballgame. I know you don't believe it. Let me remind you of most recent history. Back in 2016, 2017, President Donald Trump slept with a prostitute. Yep. Yeah. That was not a crime. Per the law. Some states are crime. In some states, they don't care. Especially if you are not caught by police or whatever, right? So pay attention to this one. President Donald Trump pays the prostitute, or I don't know how they give it some kind of good term, but basically it means prostitution. Let me say it that way. Sorry if you feel offended by those words, but that's just the fact. How he interprets. That's exactly how he interprets. President Donald Trump uses his lawyer at the time because he thought he was smart, Michael Cohen. Mind you, it was not about him sleeping with a prostitute. But it was about him paying for the prostitute to not come up in 2017 during the election to tell the people, say, Donald Trump paid me so that we can mess around. So they call it hush-hush. So he paid. So that 2 times paying, that women do get power. Imagine if Jenna there. Imagine if Jenna there might take our money for all again. Yeah. Then when they finish taking our money for all again, they tell us we nothing with $0. Are you serious? But God there. God there. Yeah, if Jenna there, God there. God there, God watching you. So you're listening. Anyway,
we were not like this. Something is happening somewhere.
My man,
do everything possible to link up with our team there from the US of A. Steve. Is that
my man,
so let me see what I can.
You can get me?
I'm not getting you. I don't know whether you get me, but let me see.
They newborn man. They newborn man. Yeah. I don't understand it, man. What about you? You and Sekou just decided to attack us?
How? Steve, what's up, bro? What going on, man?
Hear me?
I'm getting you. I don't know whether you getting me. If you getting me,
my man, before we go anywhere, let's recognize the birthday man. The birthday, Mr. Kana, are you checking our cash app there because we're turning the show off very soon. Yeah, no problem. We have to save it for tomorrow. And
so when I get all the information now.
No, Mr. Kana, we're not going to do that.
No.
Imagine
what kind of information you want?
This guy here, the guy who always get father away.
Who?
Walker. The guy who always get $5. Bill Carson.
No, Bill Carson got to put it left together today.
He get $5 and then somebody else.
No. Bill Carson will pay a $5, but we have to get $5.
Nobody is paying $5. Actually,
$5, $20. $25.
Well, Mr. Kenneth, happy birthday and welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing all right. I'm doing good.
My man, Melbourne, that Mr. Kenneth birthday. What you say first before we greet the point Labrador and get back to the
so I want to say happy birthday to the boss. In fact, I told you already aware that we got to celebrate the birthday. I don't know why we'll do that during the Ramadan or how we're going to compile everything together. So you got to tell all the type protocol. And in fact, Steve, I think if I'm correct, you are the best man to the birthday man, and you got to tell me how the protocol going to be like, so that I can tell the people here in Liberia.
Yeah.
Joseph Conto sent $10.
Yeah. So Melbourne, don't do like this.
Okay.
They'll greet our people first. The people listening to us on the radio.
All right.
Those of you in Radio Land, welcome to the program today. Today is Mr. Kenneth's birthday's extension. Yesterday was the actual day, April 7. For security reasons, we're not telling the age. We're not telling no more. But we'll proceed with the information here. Look, Melbourne, even you, before the show over, Mama, want for you to drop something. We're not going to do that. You got to tell them.
No! What is it now? Then you see, that's the problem with you, Steve. No wonder. I already dropping. Something is already passing through the wire. Then you talking.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you. You know,
you
don't mean already.
Very good. So, Mr. Kenneth, greet our people now before we go into the program. Let me hear from you.
Yeah. Actually, the birthday is going well. As you can see, I was even sleeping.
Indeed.
Yeah, I was sleeping. When Steve called me, actually, I was in deep sleep because I went to bed late this morning. So, one of your friends called Maud, she don't want to put sweat behind us. She said, you don't mind, when I even do show tomorrow because you'll be enjoying the birthday. Maybe you'll not even do show tomorrow. She said it, right?
Yeah.
So she almost, put her ballot behind me so that I almost missed the show.
Yeah.
But honestly speaking, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody, including those in Liberia. Steve, to be honest with you, Steve and Melbourne, I am overwhelmed. Honestly, I never had birthday like this when it comes to people outreach and a show of love. Honestly, yeah. I don't know why, because sometimes I remember 2018, 2019, one of it. There are some big names that used to celebrate my birthday when things were fine, but then they decided, to chill. But this time around, some people who show some level of animosity in public, reach out in my inbox to wish me birthday. I say it's overwhelming. So I see it as a blessing. It's not like, I have any power to do anything or change anything, or I'm doing anything extraordinary that nobody can do. But I just see it as a power and as power of God, as a blessing. And I appreciate it so much. You, Steve, Melbourne, remember myself, chatting back and forth the whole time, the whole yesterday. than joking and laughing on my birthday. This is a blessing. So I want to say thank you to everybody for reaching out. Those who posted my picture to say happy birthday, I want to say thank you. Those who reach out to me by phone calls, I want to say thank you. And those who reach out to me through inbox, I want to say thank you. This thing is not about anything. It's about respecting and recognizing each other and showing some love to each other for who we are as human beings. And when people go out of their way to do extraordinary things for you, I think I see it as a blessing. And I want to say thank you to everybody for that. And those listening to us in Liberia, I want to say good evening. And Australia and China and other area where it's in the morning, I want to say good morning. And we are here to share some critical informations, with you as relates to Liberia and Liberia's elections. And I'm not sure how far you've gone. I'm not sure what you talk about, what you didn't talk about. But at the end of the day, we will talk about, some stuff. Yeah, somebody else. I don't know. If they don't care if I call their name, I will call people. But we call people name. Abraham. Abraham sent $25. Abraham, thank you so much.
Well, since we just started the show, you just
yeah.
joined
So
us.
you have a $125. You have $120, $1 and $110. So $60.
So we just started the show. We'll revisit you for updates. I know. I trust me. We can joke around, but I trust our audience. I trust the people that watch us. They're mature. They will do things on their own terms or on their own time. And we say thanks for appreciating Sekou or doing his birthday. Thank you so much. Let's get to what I was ending up on, and maybe Sekou could bring us in because that will link us to what I was saying. So Goodrich sued President Weah, or is about to sue President Weah, which, like I said earlier, it will not happen until it will not go into effect until after President Weah is no longer president. And I linked the story of Donald Trump to you, that President Donald Trump felt that story was going away. Michael Cohen went to jail for it. Today, President George Weah is indicted. President Trump is indicted. President Donald Trump is indicted for it. So don't overlook these kind of little things. Goodrich has a case. He has witnesses to the point that he even has a revenue all on the spot, according to him. But that's not the point that I really wanted to focus on. I want to bring into the story. During the same Farmington agreement, something strange happened, Mr. Khan. I don't know if you pay attention. The CDC told us on February 4th that they renewed their coalition. They signed and renewed their coalition. Mm-hmm. The question I kept asking myself during this coalition, during this signing, as we look at the list, the CPP signed as CPP. But in order to maintain the CPP, you have to have more than one political party. So what this tells me is the people who said CPP were no longer in existence, they're not true. Because ANC 1 did not sign. They signed as CPP. So that means CPP was in tight. Mr. Kane, are you aware of any other coalition that signed, including the promise that Joseph Yuma Boyka made that it will go and form bigger coalition, or did they sign by themselves? Any updates?
Hold on 1 second. I want to say this. You have somebody here, one Adam Walker Smith. We just want to inform you that you and the like-minded that we are not begging people for money. As a matter of fact, the Cash App here is always here. for people to support the platform. You and your Costa and your whoever that raised $15,000 for their birthday. That's why all of you are going the way you guys are going. In life, people behave differently. When it comes to our platform, we're not driven by money. That's why we are credible. We are not driven by viewership. That's why we don't buy view. We are not driven by anything just to satisfy certain people, a handful of people. Our platform is about discussing the issue. I don't want to add that there. Whether you and your Costa and whoever that is your raise 20,000, we don't see birthday as a form of generating, as a means of generating fund. No, we are just having fun with our friends, our colleagues, our followers, just to make the birthday a little more lively. But those kind of nonsense stuff, if you bring it here, next time we're going to delete you from this platform. I just want to add that, Steve. So go ahead and ask your question again, Steve, so I can address it.
Mr. Kane, you killing our radar, man.
No, it's okay, because I know exactly. Some of these people don't just see them like that. They are not the actual names they represent.
Right.
Yeah, most of them are people who pretend to be honorable people, who pretend to be reputable people, who pretend to be somebody good, but they will come with a pseudonym and talk nonsense and thinking that we just pass. But it's okay. That's why everything that has to do with them, they're confused right now. They're having some issues, and they want to, put the woman in the same position that we're in. The woman is in serious problem right now. But go ahead, Steve. Before I.
So like I was asking you, Mr. Kane, do you at any point, or did you pay attention to the signings?
Yes, I did. And actually, I've been trying to get the entire document, and I forgot to follow up with the person that asked to that promised to send it to me. And we pay attention to it. We pay attention for the fact that if you read what Mr. Cummings posted, the people who represented the CPP, the names that he put there and said was led by Mr. Musa Belete, Chairman Musa Belete, Wole Power, and Councillor Aloysius Stoll, and somebody else. That is to say, yeah,
Mariah.
I'm not too sure of Mariah, but yeah, but the three names that just called to you, they were mentioned by Mr. Cummings. It means that those people that I just mentioned to you comprise of individuals from both Liberty Party and ANC.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put them together, that makes the CPP. And as the standard bearer for the CPP, Mr. Cummings signed the document. Individual parties that are recognized also signed the document. And then JNB also signed as Unity Party. So that is to show everybody that were invited, every party that recognized by NEC, also recognized by the information that was furnished to the international community, are the party that were recognized that signed. So even the so-called court case and what have you resolve itself if somebody who can read through the line or between the line to actually understand what happened or who are the people. Somebody's asking Nyomble what Nyomble said. Nyomble was not even there.
No, Nyomble, and that's why he's clarifying. Go ahead, Mr. Karen.
Yeah. So, yes, it's clear that the only collaboration that we saw during this process is the CPP. All the other parties then signed as individual parties, from their respective, area. But yes, to clarify further, the only coalition that signed that document to be committed to peace, stability, to ensure free, fair, and transparent election, and to make sure the election is violence-free, are the parties that were recognized by NEC. And in terms of the collaboration, it was Mr. Kumi who signed for the collaboration. So all the other collaboration we'll be hearing about, they are non-existent as of yet.
Okay, so that means the CDC lied on February 4th. I know you might not choose to use the word lie, but I choose it. They lied to the Liberian people that it was.
They misled the people.
Okay. Interesting. So that being also the promise that we heard about a better coalition and coming together when the ALP and the Unity Party left the CPP and they spoke of the DAL. I mean, that's true also.
DAL.
It's all in the head.
DAL, they have no coalition as of yet that is recognized.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, if you read the document that I don't know, sent to you, the other party that asked Boakai and the Unity Party to stop the activities, especially no activity about primary for their legislative, positions.
Right.
They say until they can conclude their agreement, until they can conclude. So that means there's no functioning coalition right now beside the CPP. So it was a lot of discussion. Let me tell you something. Even if, just to go further, let's say Boakai decided to choose Jeremiah Kuhn or Yombly or anybody, you have to go through some process. Either that person, either Jeremiah Kuhn let go, or party identity, and join the UP, because Boakai is leader of the UP.
Right.
Similarly, let's say Yombly, Boakai decides to carry Yombly. Then Yombly will have to go under Boakai as Unity Party.
So let me break it down. Let me ask you the question.
They'll be voting for Unity Party ticket.
Let me.
So let's say now Yombly end up going with Cummings. They will have no problem of signing of redoing anything because they're already in the collaboration. Liberty Party is in a collaboration with the ANC that makes up of the CPP.
So, Mr. Khan, let me ask you this question before we go, because you even though you jump ahead of some things here, but I want to ask you this question. So, what you are saying, just to clarify for my woman and my papi there, if the only way, unless they sign a correlation document and they get a NINA to say different name that they can bring and neg accept it, right?
Yes.
But that means also they'll have to go through a primary and things like that, because they got to go to a convention. Everything
You have to go to all the processes that are required.
That NEC requires to recognize them as a correlation, right?
The correlation.
Okay, but then let's come back to something I want to ask you. I want to lay the basis for before people get confused. So that means if Jeremiah Kun is picked, that means he will not be running on MDR party as vice president. He will be running on Unity Party. That means he had to give her the MDR and come fall in line with Unity Party. Because Unity Party
as is right now.
Okay. My boy, because we're taking it easy. So let's say, for example, Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence is selected as vice president.
For Boakai.
Hypothetically, for Boakai. That means Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence, the Liberty Party president, she coming on a Unity Party to go run as vice president. Because the Unity Party on the ballot. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
My people, you know that here. Let's here we got to clarify for our people. So the same thing with Mr. Cummings. Let's come to Mr. Cummings. If anybody want wrong with Mr. Cummings, you coming on a CPP. You're not coming on an ANC or Liberty Party. Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. Because the CPP will be on the ballot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
But the but the two is that whoever decides to join the CPP, that person has to join the arrangement of the CPP.
Exactly.
Whatever process they need to go through, they got to go through that process to incorporate that particular party into the collaboration.
Exactly.
But form part of the collaboration.
But let's come to something else. Let's come to the CDC. So if anybody won't join right now, you're not joining the Coalition for Democratic Change. You're joining the Congress for Democratic Change. So that means you become sedition.
Yeah, and what confused a lot of people, what confused a lot is that the acronym CDC, a lot of people don't even know the difference.
Exactly.
So some people come and call themselves absedition. Let's say, for example, Fagon used to say absedition. He was not sedition because he belongs to Congress for Democratic Change. Because he belongs to one of those parties within the collaboration.
Right.
So they call all of them CDC, even though they carry different meaning.
So one was Congress and one was coalition. The one who get out of the Congress.
Yes. The one that is running out of Congress. So
that means when you decide to join them, when they go in, until something changes, if they go into the ballot box as of today, you are going on the Congress for Democratic Change.
Yeah.
I mean, Moluba Molu will be your chairman.
Yeah.
Javasin Koji will be your secretary general.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move forward. Let's move forward, my question, because they think we get a clear small. Mr. Khan, here's another question I wanted to ask you. About the whole Farmington agreement. I want to go back because you said something about you kind of rush into it, but let's go back to it. I want to take my own time for our people to hear it.
Okay.
The way they go to Farmington and sign our paper on Tuesday last week. The way they go there and sign our paper. So you saying the way Yombli were not invited, but Musa Benete went there and signed the paper because Yombli were out of the country. But Yombli were not invited. Let's put it that way for now. Because you were not there. Yombli were absent. And the way NEC and the international people that were there recognized Musa Benete and the ANC, they called two of them CPP. My question to you is, what thing happened to the case that in the court that Yombli and Delon passing around with? What thing happened with that case?
Well, I think that like I said that earlier. I said that case has already resolved itself.
Okay.
The people you're waiting now to get some documentation.
Okay.
From the, like the opinion from the Supreme Court. But in terms of legality, because why they are coming out with the last people now on the Supreme Court bench to give their opinion, the adjudication the process that went through first, still exists.
Okay, I see.
And all those went in one direction,
Hmm.
recognizing Musa Balete as the chairman and also recognizing the existence of the CPP.
Hmm.
As a matter of fact, CPP document was accepted by the National Election Commission. And as is right now, as we stand, everything that has to do with CPP wouldn't have been legal if Musa Balete was not recognized as the chairman of the Liberty Party, because one party cannot form a coalition.
Right.
So by default, accepting the coalition, it means that they have accepted the existence of that party and it is led by Chairman Musa Balete.
So then let's come back to something. And this is where it leads to. But then, I feel that doing an interview with you in simple English, and that why I will stick with. So, Mr. Kane.
Yeah.
So the whole idea where people talking, oh, Cummins and Waka should go on one ticket. So let's just say they wish that they won.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they say Cummins will have to leave the CPP. They will break the CPP down and go on the United Party. And I will be, because for now, for what we know, the United Party will be on the ballot box, at least for now. Is that what will happen?
Well, it could go either way. Say, for example,
okay,
even though it's wishful thinking, and I call it a false sense of hope. I don't know. I want to say it again. A false sense of hope.
Yeah, but say in simple English, I beg you, because
I don't know how to say that.
It will not happen. They're not true.
Okay. So it's a false sense of hope. Thinking, wishful thinking that wishing for something to happen, something that you like, even though you're not seeing the possibility of it happening. And that is one of the reasons why we're going to talk about today. Reasons leading to that thing, that notion, wherein everybody is campaigning vigorously to see that happening. The possibility of which is 0.00000.1%. The possibility is very, very slim. Maybe you have to use magnifying glasses to even see it. Or maybe through a microscope. I don't know whether you have used microscope. Those that used to work in the clean room, at Shinju Medical Center, there's something they call microscope, where things that natural eye cannot see with natural eyes. You gotta use a microscope to see them. So the possibility of Boakai, Cummins Boakai, that's how small it is.
So Mr. Kane, but then let me stick with you on that question, because why would you think so? And why do you think this, I don't want to say propaganda, or this thing continues to persist, permeate, and it will go down, then they come back again to bring it up. It go down, they come back again to bring it up, because I know the first time bringing the kind of conversation of why is behind these things? What's behind these things?
First, there are people who genuinely believe that Boakai and Cummings can win together, no matter how you put a ticket. There are some people who genuinely believe in that. Equally so, they also believe that Boakai, the idea of Joseph Numa Boakai, has the number. Joseph Numa Boakai is the time for Joseph Numa Boakai, and people are yelling with the name of Boakai. They themselves, they don't believe that Boakai has the number. Because they're saying the ticket LeBron people want is Boakai Cummings or Cummings Boakai. But at the same time, they say Boakai has the number. Boakai has the number, but Boakai cannot win. They're saying it to you now. Boakai got the number, but Boakai will not win without Cummings. How? How? You say Boakai has the number.
Right.
Boakai is the one that LeBron people are yelling with his name right now.
Yeah.
At time. It means that Boakai need nobody.
Right.
As a matter of fact, they believe anybody Boakai chooses right now as his running mate, that person will automatically benefit from Boakai. It's not a Boakai benefiting from that person, but Boakai is the one that the person will benefit from Boakai. So simply, Joseph Nima Boakai does not have the number. The so-called number they've been talking about is a myth. Secondly, Joseph Nima Boakai does not have the finances, does not have money. So, if you will, we can go to the information reason behind.
Please, let's get to it.
So here is the thing. When we broke the news about Costa being shortlisted and Benna Ure, Yombly, and Jeremiah Kum, the people, they were confused, they were concerned. How and where in the world we got this information? Benna Ure came and took his name out. As a matter of fact, when we told you that the Costa was about to be the political leader of this ALP, that was stopped because we put it out there. Or they're still holding it back. It was a plan. That was the declaration that they were going to, Costa was traveling to Liberia. That was the main purpose of traveling to Liberia. So that Benna Ure can relinquish his position, gave the position to Costa. We will do that celebration, and then Joseph Nima Boakai will officially announce Costa as his running mate, because Costa will officially be the political leader for the ALP. I hope you're following.
Mm-hmm.
So up to where we are right now, they decided to hold that back. That the information already. That's what Costa got so angry. He got so agitated when the information went out. Now, with the problem of Yombly being one way or the other selected, that was always there. That was the belief from many people within the Unity Party, especially the grassroots supporters of the Unity Party. They thought Yombly was going to be the person. Now, when Jeremiah Kum came into the picture, that was also for two reasons: money and vote from Nema County. So, like the three groups, you have actually four groups, but the three groups mean three groups. Everybody carry on their own campaign in the form of gossip from behind each other. And everybody reporting to Joseph Nima Boakai directly. And Joseph Nima Boakai also talking to some of them directly. As a matter of fact, from our reporting, Costa and Ure been on this thing for a very long time. So everything they have done for Joseph Boakai, they were doing it with the motive of Costa being the standard bearer. From the start, I forgot this part. From the start, Steve, it was about Bernard Ure himself. They wanted the ALP to get the vice tenureship. But the level of resentment, the level of rejection from the Liberian people when it comes to Bernard Ure, that's why they decided it can't be Bernard Ure who will not win. Let it be Costa. But they invested all their resources, time and energy to make sure that the ALP gets the vice tenureship. So that's why they didn't want the CPP to go, because they felt even if Boakai becomes the nominee for the CPP back then, the chances of Costa or Bernard Ure becoming vice president was not possible. So, because many people who joined want to believe that Boakai and Komis can win, they felt that they can only win if Komis is the vice president for Boakai or Boakai is vice president for Komis and vice versa. So, they know that will not happen, that will not continue. They have to make sure they destroy the CPP, so that will eliminate Komis from the picture for going either way. You remember when Costa came on his show, he said, if the day Boakai decide to say he can make Komis for anything, I will withdraw my support from him, because that would have eliminated the possibility of he being considered, what's his name, Bernard Ure being considered for anything. That's why he came out and said that. So after everything that happened last week, after when the commotion was created here in America, that Boakai people in the UP people in the United States and Canada, they said they have removed the leadership. In fact, they are under investigation. That created a lot of misfeeling among them. There's a fighting going on within there. Yombly people are upset that, in fact, why should Yombly even be throwing around for people like Costa or Jeremiah who have done nothing for Boakai? At the same time, Boakai and Bernard Ure, Boakai and Prince Johnson have some agreement. Boakai is same way Boakai and Costa had agreement. Boakai and Bernard Ure had some agreement. What is his name? Prince Johnson. And Boakai never called, at least before now, Boakai never called Jeremiah Kun at any point in time. He said, "Come be my VP." The conversation was directly between Boakai and Prince Johnson. And some of the emissary were reaching out to Jeremiah Kun, but they agreed. So after putting himself into all these, back and forth, when all this news broke, Boakai was supposed to be here last month in America here.
Yeah.
The ticket was bought. And I can safely tell you 100% that the ticket was bought by the Costa Uno Group.
Yep.
Boakai ticket to come here for his medical procedures was purchased by Costa. Costa, as one of our Costa team, Costa himself bought the ticket. The money, whoever gave him the money, but Costa the one that bought the ticket. So before we broke the news, Costa planned to go to Liberia to get the Senate leadership for the political leadership for the ALP. Costa said he was going to wait to receive Bouakai here. People see them together. Make sure Bouakai, is doing okay with the procedures here. He will go back to Liberia and be the face of the team while Bouakai is going through the medical process here. So that will eliminate the pressure or the people minds on Bouakai a little bit. The VP pick now will be around there. But you're going to be unofficial, but you're going to be there. Then when he comes back now, they will take the group, the whole people now to go and receive Bouakai, and then Bouakai will go and will officially announce Costa. So amidst all the pressure, Bouakai has a sister in Minnesota. People I'm not talking everything about or talk a lot today. Because I'll give most of the information that the public need to know. Bouakai has a sister in Minnesota. That sister is currently in Liberia.
Yeah, she is.
So I'm just trying to walk through the line here, not to say everything or say anything. But yes, so that sister is currently in Liberia. So the group is divided. The group is divided. So from the family pressure to the pressure of Kumis and what's his name? Bernard Ure and Costa, to the pressure of the sister, pressure of Prince Johnson, pressure of Dillon and Yomli Denkian, Bouakai got discouraged. Nowhere to turn. So they had a conversation last week. In this conversation, Bouakai told them that, in fact, because of this whole thing, I didn't even go to America for my medical procedures. And this is time sensitive. Let me break down one. This year, he got time because the thing what they put inside the paper stuff in the heart, there's time it needs to be refitted. Sometimes some of the stuff in there needs to be replaced, and there's time for it. That's what the Oma is coming here for. As a matter of fact, that's why you don't even know the exact time you're going to spend here. They will tell you from 2-3 months, maybe up to 4 months or more, because they don't know how the prospect's going to go. But yes, Bouakai now got discouraged. Some family members now are telling Bouakai, if you continue with everything they put in, they will kill you. The pressure. You already got heart problem. With this Costa and the people then threatening, Bernard Ure and Costa then threatening, Prince Johnson then threatening, and Yomli supporter then threatening, and the whole money scandal that Bouakai was somehow dissuaded or persuaded by the people. All these things going on, including not being well, they asked Boakai to withdraw from the whole thing. So now, the people now who, I don't know, man, we are the radio station people, then they're about to go by. I have to take my time though, because they'll get within 5 minutes there. But you have to bear with us, because the Laron people need to understand and know exactly what is going on. So, Waka now made a decision, or considering the decision to the pressure from the family that he should withdraw. So he can't be going through all of these things. The Waka should not contest for anything, because it's going to be tough. Either way, it's going to be like a no-win situation for Boakai. If he chooses Costa, it will be like a political suicide for him, that he will not win, and LeBron will not take him seriously. And if he chooses Yombly, Benny Ure and Costa, they will do everything within their power to destroy him, and they have a lot of dirt on him. As a matter of fact, when Boakai was on payroll, it was through Costa they used to pay him $5,000 a month. You're listening.
There's a Uber.
So the dirt that Costa and Bure had, that's why I keep. Yeah.
1 minute. He said the Pape was on payroll. Which payroll?
Okay. The Pape was on payroll from State of Witherspoon. It's not the Pape alone. A lot of people was on payroll. A lot of people were on payroll. We have a lot of people that we know. And not that we are saying it, but we have proof that these people were on payroll. And Boakai's money was going through Costa. Hold on first. Let me read this message just a second, okay? I just want to make sure.
So folks,
Yes.
I don't know about read the reading.
Yes,
But before we leave
Okay, it's okay. Let me.
so we're gonna go up to maybe 8, 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Before we leave the radio, let me make the announcement for tomorrow, Mr. Can I beg you?
Okay.
Tomorrow, please, to our listeners and our viewers in Liberia, we didn't give you the opportunity to call in today. Tomorrow, you have the opportunity to call in. Tomorrow, we are resuming the vote for all of those who are in the vice presidential run for Mr. Cummings. And we'll also on the short list, and we'll also bring you some updates as to the current discussions and who they, Jab Rescue 2 tapping the list right now. We'll bring discussion to on the other end.
And with the other breaking news coming from Segu that in fact the Pape been on the payroll. I don't know how many months. Segu, you care to tell us how long the Pape been on the payroll?
So that would be yeah. So this is very, very serious. You think why would be Walker to say, you know what? Let's just forget about this whole thing. Because it's like between the hard rock and the hard surface. Or in a frying pan where both like you falling from the frying pan into the fire. Nowhere is safe. And you remember when Costa said, "You don't want to try me? I will destroy you in a minute, in a heartbeat," because of what? Because of the information he has. Do you know that Not only that Costa threatened, but Costa sent some of the information that he had on Bouaka to Bouaka himself.
For giving him check.
Yeah, to keep in check. Okay, just in, maybe just in case, maybe if you're forgetting.
Yeah. he saw himself doing transaction in check.
So what happened before cost? So what happened when that happened? People close to Bouaka told Bouaka, you know what? It is not going to be threatening you. Whatever happened in Ghana will happen. It is not going to be threatening you. Don't even answer the mail call anymore. Don't respond to the mail text messages anymore. That was before Costa left here. So before Costa left, there was some arrangement that has to do with finance. Prior arrangement, after the Ghana meeting, after everything, there was some arrangement, some agreement. Certain money is supposed to be delivered to Bouaka before Costa departs for Liberia. And that money was taken to Bouaka. And Bouaka rejected the money. So, I will not call the amount because that would be too precise, but I know exact amount. So then when Acosta said, oh, I see why he's not answering my phone. I see why he's not responding to my text messages. When people call him, say, hey, Costa, well, we'll take the train to the Papa. Papa say, no. Papa say, now we're in the money. So things are getting, crazy. Then that expedited Costa's trip. It expedited, let me put it. That made Costa trip to go fast for you to, you know what, this is critical now. I got to be on ground. Let me see where face to face and see what happened. So when Bouaka, people told him to just let go of the whole process. Now, people who believe that they have burned a lot of bridges, that they have no political space in other political parties, that they have put their life and everything on the line for Bouaka. They say, well, Ambassador Bouaka, so I'm telling you that the reason behind the whole renewed calls for Bouaka and Komi's ticket. They say, okay, Nyomli, Costa, Kun, you can forget about all of them. But if you say now you're not running, Komis will carry it. And when Komis carry on his own by winning the election, we will not have space. I hope you're paying attention. And let me tell you something. All of the people that are on Spoon Network, I don't like to attack any platform. I don't even mention platform like that. You know that. But when it's necessary, you got to say it. All of the people that are currently on Spoon Network, they are deeply informed. That's why they are all carrying on this campaign of Bouaka Komis. So they told Bouaka, if you can't carry any of those people, because of what is going on, let's reach out to Cummins. Because either way, if you don't run, Cummins will win it. But let Cummins win under you. You can win the presidency, form the government, place everybody. Yeah, let's know. Because the thing is, they believe if Ibaka decides not to run right now, it becomes a binary choice between Cummins and George Weah. Cummins will win, hands down. They know that. And if Cummins were not in the race, if it is a binary choice between Weah and Boakai, it will be tough because you know what? Boakai will get some sympathy votes because of what happened in 2017. But the fact that Cummins is in it and Boakai is in it is making it difficult for anybody to win it one round. If you listen to them, some of our good friends on Spoon, they say this round election can be one round election if Boakai and Cummins run. Or if Boakai say, you know what, my son, you run and I'm inside there. It will be one round. Cummins can win it. But their call for Cummins Boakai ticket is not for Liberia. It's for where they can fit. If Boakai, let's say Boakai Cummins ticket works, they win the election. Boakai will be president. Boakai will be the one to form the government. All of them that are passing around, they will have their places within the government under Boakai. So whether Boakai now stay there for 6 months or for 2 years, for 1 year, at least Vice President Cummins now will now undo everything that Boakai is going to put in place. What does that mean? Boakai not going to, Cummins will not change. Steve said we should put some other one in. When I say undo, it means that Cummins will not change everything that Boakai is going to put in place. So some of them that think that they are not fit in certain area, or they will not be accepted. But this will be all about, we want this thing together. So we can't do this thing. Let's keep the unity. Let's do the operation, want this thing here together. So in short, the pressure, they told Boakai that let's carry Cummins. And the Boakai said, how? They said they can make the case. They can make it look like that's what the Liberian people want. And if the people see that Cummins and people, they will be compared to accept that narrative. So all of our friends, we can see now telling you, say, opposition unity. I'm not talking about the one that have been training before, but the new one right now. They're all in the same boat. And State of Witherspoon is working tirelessly to make sure everybody falls in line. Everybody will fall in line with that. So when I hear and when I see some people who supposed to be Cummins supporters or ANC people falling in line, I know the reason. And Witherspoon used to something they call cash violence. He can do anything to achieve whatever he wants using money. As a matter of fact, we have been reliably informed that despite the case of Witherspoon with the United States government, he pays more attention to the radio station. He pays more attention to the businesses in Africa, in Liberia, the Spoon Network, than the Coast case. And this is the reason why. He wants to make sure George Weah is not re-elected to protect his business. And they may believe that Justin Yima Boakai can win. They have invested a lot into Joseph Nima Boakai before the whole thing started going bad. Do you remember we told you that when they said Boakai coming to the United States for fundraiser, it was an agreement that State of Witherspoon was going to give some millions of dollars from that money that he's in trouble for to officially say they are doing fundraiser. Boakai came here and Boakai raised $2-3 million. And before Boakai, let me tell you something. Before that, when that thing was in the pipeline, people were informed. That also intensified. That also pressure, because the people they be investigating. The United States been investigating State of Witherspoon since 2019. But to say, you know what, to indict him, they knew that what was going on, the money was being used for a lot of different things and to influence political situation in Liberia. That expedited the case of State of Witherspoon. That he was using the money and the way the money was not acquired legally to influence elections in Liberia. So in short, Steve, in fact, we are reliably informed that there is money conversation that already went on as to how much the folks who are carrying on this information now, how much they're going to be paid. But they want to sell that idea to the Liberian people. So that if Boakai cannot take any of the people mentioned, I believe Boakai will take one of those people. In my belief, if Boakai runs, he will take one of those people. But they don't want that, because it will undermine the whole process. Because one of them, everybody kind of vindictive right now, trying to fight back if they are not selected. So in short, if they can make that narrative like the talk of the town, oh, Boakai's coming, Boakai coming, Boakai coming, Boakai coming. We told you here that not a day Joseph Nima Boakai called Cummings or met with Cummings to ask Cummings to be his running mate. It has never happened. And Boakai will never do it, because they tell Boakai, say, you know what, they'll convince Boakai. So if you can't carry any of the people, then just carry Cummings. We can make the, that's what Liberian people want. So they tell him Boakai, that's what Liberian people want. So Boakai should do that. So that way,
LBR.com.
So that way they can have what they want in the new government. So to convince Boakai is one reason they are going around making this. That's the real reason behind the calls for Boakai to be. There are other factors. There are other connecting information that we will provide in the future, because our guys in Liberia already gave us extra 15 minutes.
Indeed. So we are about to take.
We really appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be on tomorrow. Whatever you miss.
Even though from the start of the conversation, Steve even care to ask us about us here in Liberia, as to how we feeling and so on, what going on. But anyway, how be it?
Yeah, I did.
Before you go,
we will ask about the birthday business and we'll talk about it. That was so just on, but how be it?
You know what? Go ahead and say whatever. Before you go, say something before you go.
Yeah, indeed. Anyway, thank you so much for that. Beautiful point of view. And Liberia gone almost 185 days to we have 185 days to go into the October 10th election. And all of these things I've been saying, all of these points, our agreements, and the political talks, everything going to end on October 10, 2022, which of course is this year. So the voter registration is ongoing. Today marked the last, in fact, the second to the last day, which of course the day will be ending, or in fact, the voter registration will be ending on tomorrow. The hours extended by the National Election Commission, which of course the voter registration starts from 8 o'clock to 7 o'clock, according to the NEC later news on yesterday. So today is almost like, in fact, the already passed, and on tomorrow will be the last day here in Liberia, or especially on or when it comes to the voter registration, when it comes to phase 1. So that means phase 1 will be ending on tomorrow by 7 o'clock in the evening time here in Liberia. So yes, thanks to all of you, and thanks. Liberia is kind. I guess you want to know as to what happened here back home. Yes, we're moving strong, and we're still observing the dry season, even though sometimes the rain or in fact the weather changes. But howbeit, we are still observing the dry season.
So Melbourne, thank you so much. Before you go, the last portion that I'm going to do, and those of you who are listening on the radio, they want to follow us on Facebook. The meeting between Bernard Ure and DeLondon, and the purpose of that meeting. We want to talk about that next. So, but you can go. Who want to follow us, they can follow us.
Yes, in fact, there are a lot of revelations. There are a lot of things you've been saying. You know, I've been receiving a couple of text messages and so on. But in fact, howbeit, you know, the only thing is that, Liberian, the only thing I can say right now is that you got to exercise your political franchise, and that will be go to attend. So just play. Sometimes there are a lot of things happen behind the scene. You know, you guys already talk about the peace agreement that been signed by the political parties, and that of the Liberia National Election Commission at the Farmington Hotel, and that was so magnificent. We saw a lot of political parties. We saw a lot of Liberians tuning in, you know, to make sure that they sign the peace accord. And yesterday, or day before yesterday, was April 6th, even though we were not having the opportunity to talk about that. Also, April 6th, what happened here, 1996. But, you know, howbeit, we already gone through our time, and I hope and pray that maybe we're going to chip in also about that, because all we can all talk about is peace. Peace, no matter what happened, we got to preach peace about Liberia. We got to preach about peace, because Liberia is all we have. We got to disagree to agree. At the end of the day, we say God bless Liberia. So thanks to all of you. Thanks to our viewers. Thanks to our followers. For those of you that follow Truth FM also, I guess if you want to call in, but no way for you to call in because of time. So I want to say thank you so much, and hopefully on tomorrow, we're going to be with you also on tomorrow on the show, the SKTV. Please, Liberia is all we have. We got to disagree to agree, but at the end of the day, Liberia come first.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So,
all right.
Thank you, Melbourne.
So Steve, you know what? I'm not even gonna talk again, because
I think, like I said to you, Mr. Kane, I think tomorrow we'll keep that particular conversation with Dylan there for tomorrow while we do that polling as well. Let me say this. Get in your feelings, write what you want to write, say what you want to say, do what you want to do. It's on you.
No, it's okay. We don't worry about people's feelings.
So I don't know if first of all, the whole behavior from Stanton and his phone talk. Let me tell you something, Mr. Kane. Sometimes I don't blame Stanton. Let me just be honest. You know who I blame? I blame these senior ANC people. I do. The Stanton station are running right now, where he was about to die natural death after he was indicted, after his friends left him. Who then resurrected that station? Then Dr. Francine, Remy Gray, and other people who support Mr. Cummings. That is the fact of the matter. For Remy Gray to sit on there and make a statement that he made, if I were him, I would just say, I don't believe in Mr. Cummings. Simple. Nothing wrong with that. You can support somebody today, you retract and say, I don't support the person. But let me tell you something, Mr. Kane. One thing I will credit the Unity Party for. One thing I will credit the CDC for. You can go to the sky, you come back. Even those who support Costa, they are fixated on who they support. You will go around the conversation, you will come back, they stick with the people they support. Even if they know what that person have done is wrong, they will go around and not admit the truth. Like the Isokana cult. The only group of people that I see that have compromised themselves, on mind their own agenda, on mind their political leader. Every day, that the ANC people. That them. They are more problematic for Cummins than people who don't like Cummins. I'm being honest with you. They don't push the agenda of Cummins. Most of them are their own agenda they're pushing. Because I don't see wherein you support somebody or you sit on a platform. The fact that ANC people will even sit down there and Stanton Witherspoon make, look, do you know strategically their presence alone there validates exactly what Stanton is doing, what he's saying, and that's why he got in there. He just got in there as furniture to validate it because the first thing was about ANC people, they want to know saying it. And I would say today, the ANC must, or the CPP, must make a strong determination. Either Dr. Francine, they distance themselves from her, they can write an open statement and distance themselves from her, because this is total honor money. That politics you in and not religion. You must be strategic about what you do. And there's a psychological impact on these messages guys are sending around, talking about it, JMB and Cummins TK. There's a psychological message. And this arises most of the time when the Unity Party is stuck. And there is a psychological impact there. Two things they are doing. The first thing they are doing is to present Cummins as somebody who does not want to work with other people, who is hard to deal with, who had to come around, unforgiving. That's the first kind of message. But ANC people stay around and is sucking up to that kind of conversation. Let me tell you something. In politics, you got to be deliberate. And you got to be strategic about things you do, things you say, and positions you take. The second part of it also is this, that they are not getting the bigger picture. The second part of it also is that they're not getting the bigger picture. How can somebody tell you, say, I won't run for presidency, and you reduce the person to go to be vice president? Look at the kind of statement that was made by Remy Gray, that Cummins must go court Joseph Boakai. Even if they say you say your boyfriend to your friend, man, there is no form of how do you dishonor when that what is so much happening? What are you imagine saying? Yeah, that other people not just on a natural basis, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. All of them sat on here. They saw how they see Joseph Boakai lied on Cummins. They saw it. They saw how Joseph Boakai connived. And you tell this man to go and when we say they say, oh, Cummins people, Cummins pay off. But it doesn't make any sense. Even if you're selling your boyfriend to your friend, man, at least get some dignity. Step it up. Be a man. At least put some front. Get some balls and say, hey, listen, I'm not going to do this. So that's something I imagine say now that everybody must say their birthright. That would tussle, that would be honest. Sometimes you need to stand up. Sometimes you must take a position. And not that you have to deal with, but the truth of the matter is, you can't do certain things you put yourself like you dishonor yourself. Call brother for what? And everybody running for presidency, what is wrong? It's even good to have this kind of that. Let the Liberian people get opportunity to choose. What is wrong with it? But for people to be selling out and selling their birthright and telling other people to go sell their birthright, this is ridiculous. It's preposterous. It's wrong at all levels. And I'm not going to sit down behind her and make it low like that. Something that put in, oh, you're not politically mature. There is nothing about politically mature here. There is everything about selling your birthright and dishonoring yourself. I think that's what this is about. And the ANC and the CPP need to categorically distance themselves from. If Dr. Francis continues to be on there, my recommendation openly, write an open letter distancing yourself from her. She's not your representative there. She on her own. Because this is aiding and abetting. For Stanton to come there, undermine Mr. Cummins, where you got ANC people who resurrected this program, and all of them sit around making a little of everyday thing. They be talking in their nose, they're scared to talk. I'm supposed to be scared of anybody. How you sit down there and allow this man to dishonor your candidate? Why? Is that politics?
So that speaks to what I've said earlier. You know, Remy Gray being a friend for a very long time. And I do not take his comment personal because again, I'm now ANC. I'm not decision maker in ANC. I have nothing to do with ANC. But it validates what we have just said. Stella Witherspoon is controlling, it's very much controlling. And in order to work, you got to dance by his drum's beat or leave. Why do you think other people left? In as much as you can say X, Y, and Z, let's say, for example, Ben Stanley. Ben Stanley openly told the world that he was supporting commies, that he stand with Musa Belete, that their party is in a collaboration. You can agree or disagree with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was always there when derogatory comments are made against commies or the CPP or the Liberty Party. He will fight back. He will come back with counter argument. You know, integrity matters. You can say all you want. You can do whatever you want to do. We are all at liberty to associate or disassociate, collaborate or not collaborate, anybody you want to. But when I listen to Remy Gray, given what I've heard from him before, and listening to him, it was so funny to me. It was funny in the sense that he said, you know, when Liberian people want something, you can tell from distance. It looks like this is what the Liberian people want today. That Joseph Boakai Liberian people want today. You know, but at the same time, communities need to, okay, why communities need to join Boakai for now? If Boakai, the Boakai the Liberian people want, let Boakai run on your own. The Boakai Liberian people want. So you can just safely say from today, I'm switching my support from communities.
Exactly.
Boakai, I know Liberian people want to support Boakai. I'm supporting Boakai.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with that. You are a man, you are a human being. You have the right to choose who you want to support. You have the right to say, you know what, from now on, I'm not supporting communists. I'm going to be in the middle. I will go with anybody when I decide. But to say that Liberian people want communists should call Boakai, should call the man that he named his son after. Oh man, it's so disrespectful, dishonoring, and insulting. And it speaks volume. Personally. So anybody can criticize communists. Anybody can, whatever you want to say about communists. Criticism is not a problem. But to try to mislead the Liberian people, that this is what Liberian people want. What data did you use to come up with that final analysis? Yes, indeed. Okay, this is what Liberian people want.
No, everybody to fall in line with what they say.
Yeah, but how did you come up
when
with
people won't question it, then they take it personal, they get vexed.
How?
Everybody should agree to what they say. In the name of the one remove John.
So the thing here is that people are on mission, and the mission is very simple. Try to convince Boakai to stay in the race, to stay wrong, no matter what. we can make sure that Cummings join you. So at least when you come, when you take power, you fund the government, you can resign later. That's all. Some of them who are making the case may not know the reason behind it. They were approached by the people to make the case for Boakai. Then they are doing it, which is their right. But to say Boakai can win, but Boakai can win without Cummings. Boakai is popular. Boakai get all the numbers, but Boakai, the easier way Boakai can win is with Cummings. If Boakai and Cummings don't go together, then Jowiah will win. How Boakai is popular then?
But then let Jowiah win. What happened?
So what I'm trying to say is that if at all you say Boakai is popular, Boakai does not need Cummings.
Exactly.
Likewise, if Jowiah gonna win because Boakai and Cummings don't come together, that means the people are happy with Jowiah. So what's wrong with Jowiah win?
Thank you. Why should it be about let's remove Jowiah? Like, this is the
this whole Boakai and Cummings ticket being in, who benefits? Boakai?
Yeah.
It's not about Boakai, it's not about Cummings, it's about them.
That's the end game.
And I told you here many times that Boakai is a victim. Sometimes he play into the narrative. Sometimes he fall inside.
No,
Boakai being used from time to time. That's what gets Boakai to where he is right now. Because they try to play him. They put him in the middle of something that he doesn't even find his way out.
Look at.
Some of our friends will be angry when we say anything, but it's okay. But in short, Steve, let the people forget about this whole thing. Liberia election should not be about only to remove George Weah.
It can be. It should never be.
Oh, we can do everything. We can do anything to remove George Weah. For what?
Then I hate. Then
it becomes hate.
That's it.
It becomes personal. It's nothing about Liberia. It's all about what you want to see.
Exactly.
Whether it benefits Liberia, whether it is in the interest of Liberia or Liberian people, you care less about that. But you only care about what you want to see or what is coming, what is in it for you. Let the Liberian people say they won't vote for George Weah. Let them vote for George Weah. It means that it will validate what CDC been saying. That George Weah is doing a good job and Liberian people are happy with him. So what's wrong with that? If Liberian people believe that George Weah is not doing the right thing, they will vote for the person that will do the right thing for them. Is to say, okay, that Joseph Boakai can do it for them, so be a lot of vote for Joseph Boakai. So that whole false sense of hope that this thing will happen when they won't happen, knowing the fact that you are misleading the Liberian people, is not good.
Mr. Kana, can I address something quick? Just 1 second.
Go ahead.
Respecting someone does not mean that you're afraid of them, especially me. Hassan Fadiga. Whether you were right before and whether you will be right in the future, if Jowiah wins election again, the world will not end. You will not die. I will not die. The truth of the matter is, let Cummings go by himself. Let Boakai go by himself. There is nothing wrong. They don't need to come together. That's my view. That is my opinion. I'm entitled to it. What Remy Gray said yesterday, in my view, if I were supporting Cummings, I declared to support Cummings, I wouldn't make such statement in public. It's dishonoring to Cummings. I stand by that anywhere, anytime. Dr. Francine's behavior of sitting on that spoon talk and her political leader is undermined 24/7. All she does is smack, smile, and make it look like someone a joke. It's unacceptable in politics. That's not what you do. You create an opportunity to clear the contradiction. When has she sharpened the contradiction on Mr. Cummings when things are spoken about? You think people are stupid here because people can't want to talk? That means I can talk on any issue. I'm not afraid to address the issue. What Remy Gray said yesterday is dishonoring to Mr. Cummings as his supporter. It's dishonoring. In other words, he might as well just call and say, I don't want to support Cummings again. I will withdraw my support. I will support Bouaka. Simple. Simple. I don't know the reasoning behind what he said. I'm not going to speculate, but I'm saying what he said, and I stand with it. And I'm saying Dr. Francine's continuous behavior of sitting there and allowing Stanton, the retired protest, and Dr. Francine sat on obscene show, Stanton undermine the protests right on our same show. You think that politics? You think that's being smart? You think that education we're talking about here? We're talking about politics, my brother. So let me just be clear on this note. That you can stick with your point. I don't have a problem with your point. I have my view, you have your view, that's fine.
But
if you think we're wrong, then it'll be wrong. October 10th, what is wrong? If the way we election, what don't happen, the war will end. Come on, man.
Let me say this. You know, sometimes it feels like some people, and this is not directed at any particular person, or maybe let me say this. Most of the guys that are currently, or most of the people that are currently on Spoon Network, it's like they never expected themselves to be watched or listened to by such a huge audience. Huge audience. I say huge audience because of people listening to the radio station in Liberia. So when they are there, they want to do everything to stay there. They want to do everything to appease the master. Some will be angry at me when I say this, but some of them are carried away by being on that platform. So they will do everything and anything to stay on the platform, including contradicting themselves, including making themselves look stupid. I'm not insulting anybody, but I'm just saying there's certain behavior when you do it, it makes you look stupid. Where in the world you say the thing Liberia people want, the person Liberia people want, that Bouaka? Why somebody else you supplement? Why you need somebody else? If Liberia people want Bouaka, what is the problem? Why Liberia people can't go and vote for Bouaka? So you are saying Liberia people want Bouaka, but Bouaka can win by himself. It's like making yourself look stupid. Liberia people want Bouaka, but Bouaka can win by himself. So what is it? If Liberia people want Bouaka and you know that, let the Liberian people go vote for Bouaka. But it's like not believing what you are saying. But you think people are stupid. Let me say this. Everybody that talking about Bouaka Cummings ticket, Bouaka Cummings ticket, they are confused. If Bouaka is the only person that Liberian people want right now, then your problem is solved. Because your problem is to make sure your way is removed, regardless of by who. And you know that Liberian people want Bouaka. So where's the problem? Let people go for vote for Bouaka. But let's be honest. You know, I don't want to make this thing about what I'm saying here. Fadiga is saying I should not project my view on others. No. The thing here is simple, my brother. If we believe, you see me sitting right here, if I believe today that Steve can win election in Liberia, the Liberian people are craving for Steve to be president of Liberia, and that's what they want. And somebody else is running, they want the same position. And when I say Steve, you need Mr. S in order to win. Because Abraham already won you. What do you need commies? Similarly, George Manewia is the current president. And majority of the people that are going against George Weah, not because they love Liberia, not because they believe in the people then that they are supporting. Majority of them, not all of them, but majority of them are being vindictive, are trying to pay back. They were all either friends, collaborators, enablers, supporters, followers of George Weah. Majority of the people who are in the vanguard of Weah, no more Weah, or no Weah campaign, majority of them are former colleagues, friends, bear boss, people that were putting bear behind George Weah. Most of them want. Look at people like Fagon. Since when Fagon became of the opposition? Then you will sit down there, oh, Honorable Fagon. Fagon are honorable. Yeah, you misuse words. Since when Fagon became an honorable? Somebody who sits on the platform and disrespect anybody, or troublist, or bigot, calling Fagon honorable. Since when? It's like we misuse words. Fagon yesterday defended the killings of Liberians and twisted every information in favor of the government. But because he got fired, Fagon is now Messiah? Since when? Fagon lies about everything. And Fagon's bigger line of argument is tribalism. Either attack you for your tribe, for your country, or he will associate you with a different country. He did it with Kefa Hassan many times. He did it with me. Even on that show, Fagon will never make a compelling argument without inserting tribalism, sectionalism. You call it, somebody who insulted every Liberian in the diaspora. Somebody who lied on everybody. Somebody who insults everybody. What Fagon have you said about George, about JNB? Today, Fagon now is supporting JNB because he got fired. If we decide today and place a phone call to Fagon, he will go there in a habit. Fagon is not saying George Weah will lose because George Weah is not doing a good job. Fagon is not saying George Weah will lose because George Weah is bad president. Fagon is saying George Weah will lose because he is not on their team. Then you sit there, oh, Honorable Fagon. You think Fagon left Boakai? Fagon is trying to be vindictive. Fagon is trying to fight back for being fired. So, Spoon Network can do whatever they want to do. They can talk whatever they want to talk. That's not our business. But anybody, including Spoon Network, if you try to mislead the Liberian people, for whatever reason, we will come and talk about it. Our friendship with most of the brothers that I say, for example, for Fadiga, we're all friends. Mostly we have conversation here in the back. We talk politics, we talk personal, we talk everything. We're still friends. But that doesn't mean we can't say truth to each other. The idea, Komis Boakai, it has nothing to do with Liberia. It's personal. And it's also misleading. Because most of you think if Boakai is not in the picture, some of you don't see yourself fit anyway. So this is plain and simple. People should stop misleading Liberian people. It doesn't take Komis and Boakai to win an election in Liberia. No. Anybody can win the election in Liberia. The election is open. Wia is not a good leader. We are already failed. Anybody that campaign in Liberia and do what is right, Liberian people will vote for you. Whether it's Boakai, whether it's Komis, allow the people to do whatever they want to do. Let's see what happens. But in the end, if Liberian people say that Joey are the one, so be it. There's nothing wrong with that. So, Steve, I think
just before we close,
I think we'll take a few calls.
Yeah, just before we close, Mr. Kane, before we take one or two calls, just before we close, my people.
And before you something though, let me say something. This person, Beverly, sent $50.
Oh, okay.
Good. Thank you, Beverly. We appreciate it.
So Mr. Kane, just before we go to the phone lines, let me say this. I say if I were in an ANC is a party, CPP is a political party or political parties coming together, I would issue a statement distancing myself from the representation of Dr. Francine on the show. Even if she did that personally, she made a disclaimer, I will still do that strategically to be on the record because it's important. It is important to do that. But again, I'm not part of ANC. I'm not part of CPP. But that's my recommendation. That's what I would do. Let me say this thing here. The politics we're in. The politics we're in. The politics we're in and not religion. You have to be careful about messaging and how you tackle messaging, how you address messaging, how you clear the air on messaging, because you don't have time when it sinks in people's head, in people's mind, and in their brain. So again, we'll open the lines. Please, 1 minute, make your contribution, get straight to the point.
Yeah.
Let's put for everybody. Just make the point. If you got a counter argument, that's fine. We're here to listen to your side of the story. But please, let's be respectful. The lines are open. We'll be back. If you disagree with what we say here today, it's okay.
That's fine. There's no wrong with that.
You can go do your show. You can go do whatever you want to do. But let's just be respectful of one another.
All right. Let's do this. I think we have Prince on the line already. Prince. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, good evening.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, man, I just called to see you. Happy birthday, someone, man. I ain't got good for us, but I want to try.
Go ahead.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Sekou Kene. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you
May
so much.
Allah bless you.
Thank you.
May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you, brother. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
How are you? How are you? Are you 50? Are you 55? Are you 16? Happy birthday, brother, man.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday. I pray for good health, long life, and I pray for you continue to running your service to the Liberian people,
Thank you.
giving us a voice, and also lending your voice to the fight that we are in. not the fight for political power, not the fight for political affluence, but the fight to change the dynamics of our country and to give our country what our country deserves. Liberia deserves better. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just call particularly just to say that as I listen to you and you make the case and you explain to our people what is happening in the back room, I just want to say that, look, for us in the diaspora, we should be the most conscious people and understand that what is happening in Liberia is a struggle and a fight. I said to a friend and a brother, he said, Cummings campaign. I said, this campaign, when it comes to Cummings, Alexander Cummings, is much more than Alexander Cummings. It is a campaign of ideology. The very ideology that we who have been blessed to have left.
Hold on 1 second. Hold the line, brother. Hold the line. Yeah, go ahead.
And as I was saying, we who have been blessed to have left Liberia and come into the diaspora and work hard, become successful, and wants to go back to contribute to our country. We are the very people that have been fought against, and been put down, and been looked at as second-class citizens, and been looked at as disruptor of the normal Liberian way of doing things, or the status quo, or the career Liberian politics. So it is the idea that we have to all stand up for a fight. The notion that people are pushing that Honorable Joseph Newman Boaka, it is the future of Liberia, is repugnant to the very idea that we want Liberia, we want to see change in Liberia. And I begin to suspect and I have the feeling that even those who are pushing their propaganda that it has to be Joseph Boaka and Alexander Cummings ticket, and Alexander Cummings has to go as VP to Joseph Boaka, I'm sensing that it is a propaganda used by the establishment because they know very well that train had left the station. Because that was the essence of the CPP. That was the CPP came together. And Joseph Boaka made that conscious decision not to follow the rules, not to apply by the dynamics that were put into place so Liberia can be a transformative society. He left. He's on his own now. So that what the lady asked a serious question on Spoon, and nobody could answer the question.
So
you're talking about Joseph Boaka and them coming together. Have you even considered that the legal aspect, the legal implication, the organizational structure you're talking about? So where it wants to happen now? Should Cummings go join UP, or should UP come and join Cummings? Or should the CPP go join Unity Party, or Unity Party come out of the CPP? These are all legal implications that has to do with intricate people and interests. Nobody could answer the question.
Thank you.
Why Nifatika couldn't answer the question, and Fagon couldn't answer the question, even Leo couldn't answer the question. None of them could answer that particular question because we don't like to see the rule of law. We don't like that system. We don't like to just do things the way we think by our feelings and what we think is right in our best interest.
Thank you, sir.
Listen, if Joseph Boaka can win the election, if he's the only person that Labempo won, then yeah, when you say it makes sense. They shouldn't be worried about who won the ticket. But you can't say Cummings, Joseph Boaka is the only person Labempo won, but that Cummings won the ticket so they can defeat George Weah. It doesn't make sense. I think we should push for the best, what best for Liberia. At this particular decision, there are two persons on my mind that I know best for Liberia. Alexander Cummings and Emmanuel Yato as representative, senator from Riverside County. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. And again, before I take the next call, Orita sent us $50, Steve, to Zelle. We really appreciate it. Orita, thank you so much. I think this is my brother here, and friend Ben Sammy. Ben, are you there?
Sekou, I just wanted to call.
Okay.
To say happy birthday.
Okay.
And
thank you.
To bear testament and witness to what a good man you are.
Oh, thank you.
I know. I say often that the political season, I call it the silly season, where sometimes we tend to lose our train of thoughts. But that doesn't take away anything from you as a good man. You're someone who have been real, you're a friend, you're a big brother, not just a brother.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for all that you do.
there are many conversations you and I have, and you are very pointed and straightforward. You call me out when I go astray. You do it publicly, you do it privately. And you know, I always tell people my favorite Martin Luther King quote is the one that says, in the end, we will not remember the voices of our opponents, but we will remember the silence of our friends. And so if someone calls you their friend, it is incumbent upon them to call you out or to correct you when they see you going. And that's the role you have played in my life.
Thank you.
Many people don't know how long and how close our relationship is. But I want to thank you for who you are, and I want to thank you for SKTV and Steve and the rest of the guys over there.
Thank you.
Elections will come and elections will go, but we're Liberians. And it's a humbling experience to listen to you, to see thousands of people follow you, to see you build a network from the bottom up. And I know the sacrifice that you have poured into this. And I want you to know that this is not a sacrifice that's going to go in vain.
Thank you.
I know there's a lot of politics being discussed today. I'm going to plead the fifth. But I will say this, that truth crushed to the ground will always rise. And no matter what people may have short-term opinions about other people, but I always say this, at the end, we all have consciences, every one of us. And what we do and how we act and what we go about doing, how we do, will determine who we are. Some of us are public, we put ourselves in the public, and so it is fair game to critique. It is fair game to criticize. But I will say this, that you're a good man.
Thank you.
And I felt that I had to say this publicly. I know I called you to say happy birthday to you earlier, but I felt that I had to get on the record publicly so people can know. Because they say celebrate a man while he's alive. I don't want to wait 50, 60 years from now, or 100 years from now. Let me not limit your years on earth. 100 years from now, for people to say, oh, well, Ben came and said, oh, Sekou was a good man. But I just want you to know that you're a good man, and I'm happy for you. I love you, brother, and I thank you for who you are and the role that you have played in my life and the country. And then to my brother Steve, I want to thank you for being a great partner to Sekou. Sometimes you know how to get on my nerves, but there's no bad who's the true brothers. Thank you also for being an amazing and a strong partner to Sekou. And SKTV, I can vouch and say that you guys have been one of the best. So
thank you, sir.
Just happy birthday, my brother. And
thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate every kind word from you, my brother. Thank you so much, and I love you back. Trust me.
What? Let me ask Ben a quick question, Ben.
Steve, I'm here for interview.
No, not interview. I just want to ask you a quick question, Ben. I will ask you a quick question. I don't know how many. I know that 1 or 2 years now. So when you come on the show?
Oh.
We can do it sometimes in the coming weeks. I'm planning to head to Monrovia in the next 2 weeks, so I think we can do it before I leave. I agree. I definitely think we should come and have a conversation. And it's an open invitation also for you guys to come and let's close the argument. I think it's important, but I owe you guys a visit.
You gotta pay that debt. Then we'll
all right, Ben. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
We'll show faith.
All right.
Thank you, Ben. Yeah, I got a call on Sekou.
Yeah, there are a lot of calls coming in, but go ahead and take that call.
Yeah,
you want to be on hold forever? Or you want to take that call?
She's going.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Stevie. Sekou, first of all, I want to say happy birthday. You and my mom for the same time, so we know all our brothers from there. They are our uncles, so that we are calling.
Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and Steve made some point regarding that racism. That thing is pinning me to the core. I don't know why that racism will take her time and sit on the spoon talk, and the people can propagate opposite message to what she stands for, and she can't say anything. I think it's about time you're sending every leadership in the CPP to stand up. If she cannot propagate our message, then she will not go independent. She must support from the back end and do whatever she needs to do for Stanton. We don't know because everybody on that show being part is except for Leo that I don't know is Stanton going to manipulate him too or whatever. We don't know yet. But Sekou, thank you for always, you and Steve, thank you for always bringing transparent message to us because the one that you guys gave us today, I've been so discouraged from with nonsense that Remy Gray said that I posted on Facebook that he not well, he got mental issue and we pray for him because that man, I don't know what happening to him. You cannot say you're educated and then you go sit down and allow your friend man to carry you around and you're not a man. I'm so ashamed to even call you a brother. So thank you to you all, and we pray that the particular platform will continue to exist, and the right message will be preached to our people. Thank you, and happy birthday, Sekou. Pray for good health and long life.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I don't even know, man. There are a lot of calls. There are a lot of calls coming in, but what I will do here, I just fall down inside right now. Let me see here. Oh my God, this person not giving me chance for me to, okay. Hold on one second.
We know Megan go for quarter, but they set up without short.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay. Call over.
Yeah,
What is the number? Last 4 digit is 6651.
Thank you very much. My name is Anthony Philadelphia. I'm currently in Wyoming. I'm working here temporarily.
Anthony Gay from Philadelphia, but calling from Wyoming currently. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Brother Victor, I want to say happy belated birthday. I already said to you happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
But I want to piggyback on what Ben said. First of all, Ben, thank you for your closing argument yesterday. That was powerful. Your closing messages were very powerful. Look, when you're in politics, I want to agree with Steve, and I agree with you, Brother Sekou. You have to have a stand. And your stance will make you or break you. You can't be in politics and try to play safe. Are you for it? Or are you not for it? You got to take a stance on issues. You can't play that middle ground trying to be politically correct all the time. If these people who have already professed their political affiliation, and like you're a member of ANC and you on any platform, go for it. Why you want to play safe? Because either way, whether your position is straightforward or balanced, people are going to say you are biased anyway, so why you get to lose? Speak your mind and speak the issue and talk about your candidate. Forget about the rest of the other candidates. Spare your candidate. Be as this salesperson or this marketing person. Use your marketing strategy to bring people along. If I say, listen, I have an iPhone and been in an Android, I got to be able to distinguish iPhone from an Android. Simple. Why you guys trying to be safe and you say, oh, you support Mr. Cummings, but you play safe? You are not doing your favor. Just forget about supporting Mr. Cummings and just keep it to yourself because one, you are not going to be on the ballot. You're not going to be on the ballot. So what are you going to do now? I don't push his agenda or sit quiet. And sometimes I get frustrated with people sitting there and they are bashing Mr. Cummings and they sit right there. So listen, if you're not helped, just forget about Mr. Cummings. Don't even profess your membership of ANC. That's all I have to say. Thank you. And I am a member of ANC. And I want Mr. Cummings to win.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Can I get one more?
Okay, yeah, quickly, go ahead.
I had two hold for almost what?
Yeah, but let me.
you.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, quickly. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello?
Is that you talking to me, Steve?
Yeah, I done now.
Oh, I thought I heard somebody talking.
Because you listen to the monitor behind you, that's why.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all, hello.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, but who?
Not me, Cindy.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
how is the voice looking so?
It's raining.
Oh, Mr. Kane say your voice looking good.
Yeah, no, but how is it sounding like that? But that was a little bit louder.
That's my American voice.
Okay. I love it. I love the American voice.
Let me speak my color. Sekou, leave me today like your birthday. We started celebrating your birthday at the beginning of the month. We celebrated all month. I'm coming to Arizona. Folks, let me first of all say, Sekou, I called you yesterday. We prayed together. In fact, I called you and I said I was not going to leave the call until you answer. You were on the call until you started looking on the floor. But I want to say this though. Me, I would give myself props. I come and get Sekou props. Like being the one who come and praise myself. You know, one thing is majority of us follow. We're not leaders. That's one problem. When we started this journey, I remember when you came on, when you used to have 25, 30 people, I would come on. Some of the people I called today, Greg, they would say, what are you doing over there? And you already established yourself. You go, your people go there. When you go, your people will go there. But every time I keep, you would take the phone, you say that my wife, she will stay on the phone. She has to establish this together. It does not matter for me which way you turn, which way you go. The goal is to see Liberia in a better hand. For me, that's what it is. And we all have, while we're on this social media, we have a reason why we are here. We have a reason why we buy plane ticket and go to Liberia to try to advocate for people. We have a reason why we get in the car, we go to Washington to speak for our nation. We all have different aim why we do what we do. I know what I do. I know what I do. I'm not doing it because of job. You know, one thing that Steve said, ANC people or people, you don't have to be ANC person. There are more people who support Mr. Cummings than they're not in ANC. They're not part of a political party. They've never been part of a political party. That is the fact. If you look at the numbers and you look at those who voted for Mr. Cummings in 2017, 100,000+ of them, but not even 2% of them that were ANC. That's the fact. All right? What I would say to all of us in this country that we find ourselves that giving us all of the opportunities, those who fought for us, they were not part of political parties. Those who stand and died for us, they came from different places, different towns, different states, and they stood up and they came together for their own liberation. Now, what I would say to you and Steve, you speak what you know. You continue to educate our people, continue to stand up, because to be different in Liberian community, it can be strange. I am different. I can tell everybody. I still people call my name. All right. Majority of the people who call my name, they don't support me. I am totally the only one in opposition who have been on this platform since 2016. They don't support me. I got 4 or 5 women, maybe 2, 3 men who support me religiously. Steve is one of them. Say who you, my husband. Let me say this. My husband, no, you don't have to call him. You know, say who my husband.
I don't know my wife.
Yes.
Even how I know.
So, if we want a better Liberia, let me say to Liberian people, all of you that are listening to me, change is not going backwards. Change is not standing still. Change is going to the unknown. Worker is not the unknown, not by a sight. Normally, it's not even the unknown. We know the capability. What we need is a driver that will lead this. Even if he takes some of the rotten one, but he will set the truth. He will lead the church. We've seen it in nations that have changed. We've seen it in places that have come from third world to first world. We've seen it in South Africa. We've seen it in South Korea. We've seen it in Ghana. We've seen it in what do you call it? From Jomo Kenyatta in Kenya. We've seen that. So if Liberian people want change, we all have to brave the storm. We all have to bite the bullet, all right? Instead of fighting, okay, that the friendship may not be doing what you want to do. What happened to you? What happened to your voice? The last time we planned to go to Washington, how many of you show up? You know, Liberian people always doing demo. Few of them, then few people will show up. Simple, you sit here, you put your life on the line. Steve, okay, right now, if you get it, say, I'm going to Liberia, or spread a message. See how many people that would come and say, I want to support you. Listen, for each his own. Liberia is for all of us. Take your stand, let me take my stand. I'm not going to go there with anyone. You know, I hear people say, yes, you're a good man. Say, cool. For me, you're a fighter, continue to fight. Just like I told people. Today, I hear UP people praising Prince Johnson. Oh, Prince Johnson not kill anymore. Oh, Prince Johnson not enslaving anymore people anymore, giving them their vote. They're jumping up and down. Yesterday for CDC, Prince Johnson was not a killer. If he changes his mind, then he's a killer. All the other killers in Liberia, but they have the power to bring out justice in the end of the day. They're stealing, they're raping our children. When we raise our voices, they send them to other people's country. So we all have to stand up. The scene where you are scared to say in the Bible because your family people in Liberia, my sister they in Liberia, my brother they in Liberia, my nephew they in Liberia, but I still speak. My aunties are in Liberia. That one not your life important. My life is important. But our idea, second life is important. He's gonna be in Liberia. She's gonna be in Liberia. See, I've been to Liberia since we have took over. So we all have a responsibility. Okay? You can show and say, yeah, I want to come talk. You can show and say, Sekou, I want to sit down and talk. You can pay the radio station like you are, and the PA have people hear you. Our people, most of them listen to radio, then they listen to data because they don't have data. They can't afford it, can't afford to eat. So I mean, why we say, Sekou, continue to do what you do.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
When you sat on spoon yesterday, and he was okay, you didn't speak. And today you're pointing finger. Then you say you go off an apology. I don't care you my brother. I don't care you my friend. I don't care you my sister. All that just that may be talking on that place. See, and say who that you. We the one who build that platform, who give it relevance. One of our big people in that place came 1 week and say nobody must support spoon. At the same time, that person was making negotiation to go on spoon. Why you telling us to boycott it? But those some of us were still there. But then the next day, the person was on that platform. Then they come back on Facebook and say, oh, they will do you like when people will get over it. Some of us are ready for the war. Me, I tell people, I will not take no prisoner. I'm coming. I say, cool, sorry, happy birthday. Steve, let's get the fight going. We'll bring it to them. What about the future? You're not going anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
You see the other men who talk about birthday, they talk about something different. You want they got they run up.
It's okay. Let me take this other call. I don't even know.
They run up guy. I don't know.
Yeah, call out. What is your name and where you calling from? Last 4 digits is 67696.
Yeah, hello. This is Justina Gaffey.
Justina.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Not bad. Happy birthday, first of all, for you.
Wait a This is my sister Justina Taylor.
Yes.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
How you doing?
Happy birthday. Not bad. Happy birthday to you, and I wish you all the best. I wish you well in life.
Thank you.
But I partly disagree with you guys in a lot of issues.
Okay.
You see, this issue about Cummings and Waka working together, it actually began from me.
Okay.
Back in 2019, before we had the June 7th protests, I reached out to JMB to his house in rehab, and I discussed with him because I had this women group, and we were wanting to find leaders that can work together that have similar ideas. And having listened to Cummings and listening to Waka, the organization decided that I should go and help to negotiate. So I met Mr. Waka and I put the proposal to him. I went and met Mr. Ure, I put the proposal to him, and I went and met Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings was then he's still my political leader. I met him and I proposed to him. He said, that is not a bad idea. We all can work together. I met the late Taz Bonsky. I discussed it with Bresky. In fact, when I put the paperwork before Bresky, immediately Bresky said, great idea. I'm going to start working on it right now. That was how the list Bresky made his actress rest in peace. That's how he took that mantle of talking to everybody for them to come to create this document we call the CPP today before the collaboration come through. And I still believe that those leaders that I saw, what I saw in them, listening to all of their vision for Liberia, it is the same vision. And I know whatever way the government was able to penetrate this CPP by using individuals to split us apart. I am on this journey of reuniting them, and I will not stop. I don't care about people's personal feelings. Everybody that following all these political leaders, people that follow Mr. Cummings, they follow him because they want job. People that follow Waka, they follow him because they want job. People that follow Ure, they follow him because they want job. Everybody that follow these political leaders have some kind of a personal interest. None of them can tell me I'm supporting Mr. Cummings, I'm supporting Ure, I'm supporting Waka, only because I just want for them to win power. After they win, I won't stay here, therefore I won't stay out of politics. No, they want job. And my focus is the benefits of the Liberian people. And whatever way I can do that, as the CPP, especially the communist supporters who should take criticism. Because it is important, we say we're talking about democracy. Even in the United States, you find Republicans right now who are disagreeing with Trump. Going on other candidates side in the same Republican. But that does not mean that because they speak against Trump or they speak against anything that Trump is doing, so that means the Republican party should come and distance themselves. For that person, only because they spoke their truth, only because they spoke their mind. So if the person says something that's what she thought on, and then today Moses is asking that the party should distance themselves from her. Okay, you distance yourself from Dr. Cassell and Dr. Francais. You distance yourself from Conor Gray. Then you will distance yourself from me. Then you will distance yourself from the next person. You will distance yourself from the next person. You will keep distancing yourself. At the end of the day, you will not have nobody. It is important for us to listen to our partisans when they say something, even though they may not say it the way the leader wants to hear it, but it is important for you to listen to that grievances and see reason according to say, okay,
thank you.
You said this, you said it, you were not right, then you can give clarity, but telling people to distance themselves from Dr. Francis, I think that is absolutely wrong. Secondly, JAB did not take any money for Stand on Water School. I will tell you that the same way I will not let anybody to level 4 allegation against Mr. Cummings, the same way I will not let anybody to level 4 allegation against JAB. I stay in the middle, and I will not stop until I see these two people unite.
Thank you. Thank you, Justina. Thank you so much.
Well, I read whatever Justina did so I can clarify it because
you can clarify later, Steve. You don't have to respond to.
No, because no, Mr. Kane, we are in a space where we're in a space where we are dealing with gullible people.
Yeah, that's Justina is following.
Ensure that when somebody,
I understand. I said Justina is following, but we have people.
Okay.
Forever.
Okay.
She's listening. You can respond to her, but we can't say she has to on the line that you talk to her. No, she can listen. Mr. Mawolo, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. So my people, yeah, please try to make this thing a little bit, quicker because right now we're over 3 hours. But I don't want to just leave because you guys, be on the line and people really want to get their opinion. So Mr. Mawolo, go ahead quickly if you can. 1 minute.
How you doing? And happy birthday to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And to Steve, I want to thank you guys, especially for the show today. The propaganda bones that is happening now. I was telling somebody today that every Liberian should get north, and they hear the kind of people you hear propagating that nonsense with their broadcast and Cummings stuff. They were the same people. This man don't have numbers. This man don't have whatever. But why? Only he you want to be the vice president. I was in Liberia. I just came back yesterday. Day before yesterday. There's three people. Every time you confront them, they call the radio station and say the same thing. I say, why? Oh, the old man was too die. The old man not well, and he will get me there. But if you know all this thing wrong with somebody, why you want to be better?
Yeah.
And so they really have no reason. It's a propagation by people who have evil intent for that country. It's all about them. It got nothing to do with Walker. It got nothing to do with Liberia. It's about them having a chance to do what they want to do. The whole thing is they're smarter than everybody because what they want to do is to rub Cummings into their criminal gangs. So he can be part of it, whether he did it or not. And Cummings not stupid. So they can keep on going around and talking to people who they think are stupid. But Liberian people are not stupid. I was on the ground. I heard them. They know what they want. They will vote for what they want. And they can try all the, sort of warfare. It's not going to happen. And we're going to be equally ready to fight back.
Thank you.
And so, Liberian people just got to be smart.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We have a call from Liberia. There's a Liberia number here. Caller, what is your name? I think you're calling from Liberia, correct? Okay, this is a direct number. It's not like
from Liberia. My name is McDonald Flobo-Nyakweda. I came registered for the election.
Oh, McDonald Nyakweda. From Minnesota, the guy from Minnesota, right?
I've been for a while now.
win election, they have to come together. If they don't come together, we are going to win this election clean. So what all those are doing, running campaign, going dates from place to place, they just wasting their time. If they don't come together, we are going to win this election. Thank you very much.
So let me ask you now, come together like how now? In what form? How do you want it to come together? How do you want that composition to look like?
When they come together, well, they didn't decide for themselves. Look at their old guys.
Okay.
They are well educated, well mature. They are just wasting their time. Going be that going this way, running campaign, going with.
All right, no problem. We got your concern. May call from abroad. The line is not stable. Let's take this call. Steve will soon be leaving. But before we leave, you have time to respond to Justina. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 6495, last 4 digit. The call are coming in too much. Ever should not be calling the one number. You call the other one. You call the other one. I'll go through. You call the other one. Go ahead. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? Oh, the person working the camera. I don't know. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from? This is Fumba Ture, VD. Okay, that one has ended. Okay. So, Steve, there are a lot of calls being coming. They've been canceling each other. Everybody calling one number. But go ahead and respond to Justina what you wanted to say. Then we can see.
Yeah, I think we should call it a day, Mr. Cannon, because we'll be back tomorrow. I know that people don't want to go.
Yeah, but most of the people are calling. We got to take their calls. So let hear from them. But okay. Let me take Fumba Ture. VD Fumba Ture, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, Seko, thank you very much, Steve. I believe in you two guys too much. Anything you are saying is true. But my political leader, Dr. Jeremiah Wapo, is the next president of Liberia. Plus that, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I have told you that there will be a lot of surprises. Calling that George, we are going to win the election clean if opposition now come together. I don't know why they can't explain the composition, why they can't explain it.
Yeah.
George Weah is now winning no election here, except the cheat. And when they cheat, the affirmative agreement there would throw in the Dugal River. Okay? What I'm saying, I guess I make a mistake. The vote just sent you $20 for your birthday. I think it went to the wrong number, something like that.
Yeah, okay, so we didn't see it. We didn't see it from vote.
Yeah, you didn't see it, but vote just sent you $20. It went to your number 602, something like that.
Oh, the cash app was Zelle.
Zelle.
If it's Zelle, then we'll see it. Let me see. Let me check real quick. Yeah, I'm checking it right now. So while you on vote, so was there Fumba Ture that was going to vote?
No, Fumba Ture said that vote.
Okay, no, we have not received it. It says 602 number?
Yeah.
Maybe you send it to cash app. We will have cash app on that number. They wouldn't have Zelle. If it's Zelle, then yes. So Steve, while we're on, Sister Makola sent $25, and Kumba Sa sent $25. So thank you.
Steve is a potential member now for vote.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, sir.
You love vote. Anyway, the big call record. Somebody don't hold.
Yeah, go ahead. Take the person.
Yes, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from, please?
Yes, hi. Good evening, Steve. Good evening. Sekou, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
You owe me because you're the one stealing my birthday. I don't know I'm younger or older. This is that birthday. This is Lexi Brooks Roberts. But you were birthday mate, so I'll find you for that.
No problem. I got you. You've been my sister for a long time, so no problem. And having a birthday mate is not a bad thing.
For the past views, okay? So that will be up there. That's how life looking. That's why we want to align with one of these candidates so that we can can be in the numbers.
Yeah.
But the person said that everybody supports candidates because they want a job. I want to disagree with her. However, I agree with you guys on your analysis on all this time. Cummings didn't have the number. What now has changed for which he should be on the same ticket? And from day one rather, he said to everyone, I do not want to be second. Now, after the election, if something changes, maybe I will reconsider. But you're not going to tell me if I'm going for a race to go, oh yeah, why don't you just run slower and you will be the second runner up? Who does that? Everybody gives their best. So for all of these propagandists, you leave Mr. Cummings alone. Mr. Cummings told you he didn't come and from his record, he didn't come here to come make money. And people say, oh, everybody coming to steal. Why is it that we keep putting negativity in everything? Why would everybody come to steal? Everybody doesn't come to steal. Somebody might try to teach you how to steal, but no, everybody doesn't come to steal. So let's leave this playing field. Let Mr. Cummings run as he chose to run as a president. And if he doesn't win, y'all take anything y'all want. Also, y'all want mix up everything and every not jollof, but it should be, they call it jambalaya. Y'all mix everybody up in Liberia and say y'all want change. Change is change. Change is seeing the positive and looking at a bigger picture. Change is not just looking at the same old symbol and say you want change, you just change your body. We need a person who will clean up this country. No, he was not going to do it in one day, but when you see positive, let's talk about it. Just stop it. Liberian people, vote for your future, your children's future, and stop taking chances. I thank you guys for your great analysis, and as always, have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we're gonna get two more calls, and then we'll call it a day. Okay. This number here is 424 number. Last 4 D is 8821. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you? Happy birthday to you.
This person sound like a Thompson.
Happy birthday, dear sister. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sister.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
I did not see no cash app up, so I ain't send no cash
app.
Oh,
but still put the cash app. Still put the cash app up there. How can you didn't see it?
Oh, because I'm on YouTube, I guess.
Oh, okay. But the cash app is there.
Okay, Sidekick. Please send me the cash app or Sidekick.
Okay. So,
and y'all know very well I'm for Mr. Cummings. But in all seriousness, Liberian people have to understand who can bring development to the country. I am totally against this propaganda that's coming up with this GMB and Cummings thing. But this too will pass. We just have to continue to do what we need to do to keep pushing Mr. Cummings forward. And I know a lot of our people, and what you all have to understand, Mr. Remy Gray is ANCUSA. He is not really Mr. Cummings. Mr. Remy Gray is for, what's the boy named? Kwame Clements. So that's who he and Mona and all of them were for. So they just came onto Mr. Cummings as because Kwame stepped down. But they're not really Mr. Cummings. So all Remy is doing is what they would do as USA. So that's why you see a lot of them don't talk. But anyway, I say happy birthday. I want to see the cash app up, and then I'm gonna do. But I just called to say happy birthday, not to do politics.
Oh, thank you, my sister. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate it. Okay. So that's Levy Thompson. She just called to sing for me happy birthday. So let's take this person here. Steve, I you know how I feel right now?
I feel
like 21-year-old boy. Even I'm old. My son will be laughing. I will be watching me. Hey, caller, what is your name and where you calling from? 323 number. Last 4 digits 6495. Are you there? Caller, this caller been calling for the second or third time. Are you there? Oh, the person will call and then just be mute. When I hang on, I will not take the call again. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I think we're calling all day now.
Yeah. So all the people that missed their call, that couldn't take the call, I apologize. We've been here for 3 hours and 20 minutes. We normally don't go over 2 hours. The most we can go maybe 2 hours, 30 minutes. But Steve, let me say this. Let me make sure. Oh my God. This person calling from France. I hope it's not Frank Gibson, because Frank Gibson can call from France. Hello?
Yeah, hello, happy birthday. What? You unblock me?
Steve, I told you, I said that Frank Gibson from France. I unblocked you a long time ago. As a matter of fact, when the New Year came, we unblocked everybody. Steve and I and other people behind SKT, we sat and we said, "Let's unblock everybody," and we admonish everybody to behave like mature audience, and we can be friends and continue our conversation without being disrespectful to each other. But yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, Monday you have to behave, huh?
Yeah, Monday especially Frank Gibson. I want you to behave. and guess what? The other day, Steve was asking for you. Steve said, "But we not have heard from Frank Gibson for a long time." I said the man is on blind. Man will come one day.
Yeah, but you blocked me now. I just see you also now.
No, that time you been on black long time ago. More than since the New Year we were on black.
I heard say the man that repented sedition now. The man. Oh, somebody call me and say Frank Gibson born again. That's
born again sedition.
Yeah, born again sedition. Frank Gibson, the man tapping the lip.
Okay, go ahead.
No, man, I just called to say happy birthday. Thanks for the show.
Thank
happy
you.
to see you on the screen.
Thank you, brother.
Long,
Yeah. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
And I heard somebody was promoting your program on another platform. So I said, well, let me check the decision.
When was that? Today?
Thank you for your great job. No, I heard your name on different platforms. Somebody was praising SKTV. So I said, okay, that's it. I will check out this what it's on.
Oh, thank you, and thank that person. I don't know which platform is that, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, but why you not come? Why you not come on jail now? We expect you. Why you born again now? You.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I know. We having breakfast here on this side, so yeah, we're good. But thank you, my brother. So, Steve?
Yeah.
This is SKTV.
Well,
I think if we are not proud, we should be proud of ourselves, we should be proud of our platform, and we should be proud of the Liberian people for recognizing what we do. And all the callers that called just to say happy birthday to me, trust me, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, I've never celebrated my birthday like this before. This is the first time. And I've been doing show for years. I don't know why it's different, but people, the kind of love, respect, and admiration people have shown us is beyond measure. I can't even imagine. I couldn't keep up to tell people thank you. People who are posting my picture to tell me happy birthday. I can't keep up with it. And those that commented on my own post, I try to click like and love and everything on, but I couldn't keep up. So Steve, somebody let me see, somebody just sent money again though. I want to make sure we okay. I think Levy found the number. Levy just sent $50. Levy, thank you so much. I didn't even send the number to her. You don't want to put it, maybe she read the number. Levy, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Steve,
yes,
you know like you so the other thing that we say we're going to talk about. So tomorrow we're going to be on the radio We're going to also discuss CPP potential running-mates.
No, we're not taking call, man.
Yeah, man, this team person have been calling. When I take the call, the person can't say anything. So tomorrow we're going to be discussing the running mates, people that the names that are up there. So I want to hear from you guys. So Steve, I was saying something yesterday because I just want to say that we can just complete this one after 30 minutes, then we'll just let it go. I was saying something yesterday that, you know, whatever you do, somebody is watching. Somebody is looking at you. If you do good, somebody's watching. If you do bad, somebody's watching. We are not perfect. We all make mistakes at times, especially when it comes to our personal life, when it comes to politics. But one thing that I know, whatever you do, somebody is watching, good or bad. And those of you, you know, one time me and I think it was Ben Sandy, me and somebody were talking about viewership and stuff like that. A couple of people told me this, that you guys have some consistent followers. No matter what happened, no matter who is on, who is now on, they will be on SKTV. And I have noticed it. That's why we don't worry about who's on, who's now on, who. I know when we bring some of your leaders here, most of you, you know, some new people come. But there are people who are consistently consistent, following SKTV regardless of what time we come on. They will follow us. It will not come on, they will call, they will inbox. We appreciate all of you. It means that you recognize what we do. The money aspect is great. We appreciate it. But your commitment to make SKTV for what it is, that's more paramount to us than anything else. To be honest, we appreciate you. Steve, I just want to say thank you to you. And vote, Uno Cash App, it didn't come through. I think they need to revisit their vote guide need to revisit. But yes, everybody that contributed to this birthday thing, we enjoy it, we appreciate it. And the person who's been calling from, I don't know, like California, with 323 number, please, next time you will come on, but today is over. We got to go now. And Steve, thank you so much for everything you do for SKTV. And let me tell the people too, Steve, let me tell you a funny thing. So I went out to my website, I wanted to go buy cologne. So buy some perfume. Then I told her, but my birthday tomorrow. Maybe I will not buy it because every birthday of me, Steve can bring some kind of thing for me. And that thing is smell more than anything I've seen.
Yeah, but what are you watching for? The birthday we're celebrating today. So what in?
So I didn't buy the perfume.
So what in?
I didn't buy it. I told her, say she will not buy it. She said, but how will you expect something the better thing you bring it on? I say, no.
Yeah, but slow down. The discussion not finished. Don't listen. Let me tell you, the masses.
Okay, go ahead.
The masses. You won't betray the struggle that the problem is.
Masses know that people here.
The masses don't know that leader. But anyway, Mr. Kane, I know we'll be seeing each other in just a little bit here.
Yeah, sure.
I just want to remind people tomorrow will be on. Please come prepare to vote.
And because of my birthday, Steve, that Meata girl. That girl, what I told you, say, when we went to that supplement, they say she can dance.
Yeah.
She called me yesterday and said, happy birthday. When she was, I told her someone African American speaking. That girl gets more.
Yeah, Meata Dakina.
Yeah, she got Syria more.
You not yet the pellet side of it. She can
speak better too.
Wait, that war show. Oh. Anyways, we'll discuss that one tomorrow. My people, tomorrow, I begging you will be here. So those of you who got caught by surprise, tomorrow we'll continue the birthday celebration. Let's say today you're waiting to tomorrow so that you can go for Resurrection Sunday You still think when God will lay how when Jesus get up on the grave tomorrow, we'll not get part of that one. Tomorrow when you come in, check can, bring circle, give, and we move on. But let me clarify this thing though. To Miss Justina Taylor, maybe she didn't understand me clearly. I didn't say because Dr. Francine disagreed, so ANC should distance themselves or CPP. That's not what I said. I said if I were in CPP, I would recommend that CPP write a communication distancing themselves from every activity of Dr. Francine on Spoon Talk because she has been there. Mr. Alexander Cummings has been dishonored, disrespected more than she will say that the party has been undermined more than once. All she will do is sit there and just smile. That's it. And you can't say you support somebody and you do that. She was right there, the undermine, you tire protest. Stanton Witherspoon undermine it. She was saying I read that. Look, let me tell you something. Sometimes it's okay for you to say, listen, this is my position on this, and state your mind and be emphatic about it, regardless of your relationship with people. They will respect you more than just be going with the flow and so forth. That's why I recommend it. It left with ANC people. That's why I want to clarify with her. But tomorrow we'll be on. Please, my people, y'all come on tomorrow. We'll be on. We have a lot to talk about, but we'll see you tomorrow. Mr. Okane?
I got it.
Hopefully the ANC people will send you the information so we can have everything together.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully we'll send it today or tomorrow to have everything together. And then we'll probably have the crew from Europe on sometime this week once we get an agreement, because next Friday is the program. We'll be relaying the program from Europe. I think I saw Dolly somewhere here following us. Dolly will be getting back to you. Please, we haven't forgotten. The birthday chilling now. We just get inside now. We forgot what I was saying last night yesterday. That the birthday chilling, Mama. Sorry. And then tonight, tomorrow, for inside now. They Randall Thomas guy, they got a high down. He ain't what the guy name.
He likes SKTV.
Oh, the man let SKTV. The man let SKTV. But you know who they really let SKTV, to be honest, Mr. Kane? To be very honest, that one group of people that love SKTV. And the thing we've done for them, I think they are appreciative of SKTV and the United Party folks.
Really?
Yes, Mr. Kane, those are the people that are really, really, to be honest, the ANC people, they are confused.
I mean, the profit going on one side, you'll be a lot of Pandora basic.
No, I'm just saying something before we leave. The United Party people, with all the criticism, we've criticized the United Party, to be honest, they don't go away. Through taking things they're around. Some of them can watch it from distance. Some of them can come, they get fat. They turn the thing off, they turn it back on, they can't borrow on again, but they always there. That the ANC people can be flip-flopping 1 minute, they on the side, another minute, when holding Kumi accountable, so good enough see you, man. But anyway, you're cool now. Bye-bye.
Okay, tell more not to pull or swear behind me again, because I won't miss the show today, because she said we're not coming on the show today because we're going to be enjoying. So tell her, Chimana, do that again to me.
All right.
Yeah, so first, we thank you so much. We got to go. So we love you all. And
you got it, right?
I got it.
Yeah, because I got to go get the kids ready real quick.
No problem.
Luti ke baba koraya ay ramina la de maya le labi Luti ke baba koraya ba ay ramina la de maya le labi kwani saya ramita la na te diara lobi hallelujah gigi ledi Sayara mitala na teduara lobi hallelujah gigiledi dunia ni aligia matea tunyan loro awakabade ya buyasina Imae kono ya gikela yiri bolonnedi yiri temo gigi diduaro sobo ya gikela ulabaledi ula temo gigi difa Moni fiya gikela wolo dennedi deye mo gigi ledi dunia ni haligia mata tunyandoro anyi silamba dengani na dunia Timiri isorotu mama inani faligi mabubula Timiri moya tu mama Irakili lagi mademe naye Timiri koroya tu mama Ibade bandu di madula Ikanagina ila bango Koni jomi la balo Bade yale mo mademe na Koba sabali duyaro Woli ibade yado salale Koba sabami duyaro Wale bade ya tununa le Mosoko ni manyumba soro ye bade ya salale Nafuluko ni maken kilila ye bade ya tunale Duko kuma naluma ke konya adala bankele maubake bedi warangini awutumangi Kabade ya buya sinebi Imaela dia kabulo diako Kwani beni lo dia le bade yaro Si dia kabulo diako Kwani beni lo dia le bade yaro Bade yato no kabu Bade yakadi Kasilang bade yanina illa Anye bade yaro yasine Tonya ebade ya liro kafo Anye bade ya buya Ala yere ebade ya lefe Kabade ya buya sine Moya ebade ya liro tonya Anye bade ya buya Mo bade bali mademena Kuma Na monifia e sababu le kole kele Ni foranya na jonye kele Lagine kaluna karifala dutuna kele Sangara kaluna karifala Kumani kuna kaluna karifala tununa Kukumani bantama yadingani ni kama siga Fadima duzula de suma urokande Love mbedi la londo Singani ke modenke Yazana kuruma denke Kamara muso sabakele Gelike mo kantefa Mbalu kantefa Ferma kantefa Ila kele Tunya fola lukara mo ni papa digele Kukumani bantamba Nyani kama siga Fadima duzula de sumauro Ibe makiba Bila silalima Kwani mana mo kana ben silado Kwani na sumauro Ila o papa ila Setana vamo milo kujukela ibade mala Setana mulila yarabila bade nyale tunya bade nyala fisa bade moma